Assassin is a nickname, or should I say the moniker? Yeah, you know I spit flames, just standing like a moniker. Gotta be the rawest rapper, Eddie is a jaw snapper. I ain't gotta run and hide, I'm not the one that laws after roam where I wanna roam. I could be up in your home, when I picked up that chrome, you lucky it was that microphone. You been out my competition, you better stop and listen, cause I'm causing a collision, spin bars of ammunition, simply no sympathy, light them up like a Christmas tree, burn them down to the ground, told them not to frig with me. This is just the introduction, better duck and catch concussions, get a grip, your throat I'm clutching, kill them off with no discussion, gripping the mic like a torch, watching it burn, watching it scorch, every verse I spit with force, ain't enough mics up in the source, artists and an arsonist, you dealing with a professional, Father I have sinned, and this is my confessional. Lord please forgive me, I need to change, but ain't no mercy in my veins, burn these rappers, burn them with your flame. You fools should be ashamed. Lord, please forgive me, I need to change, but ain't no mercy in my veins. Burn these rappers, burn them with your flame. The game will never be the same. The rap game is so irrelevant, I am so intelligent. Better give me some room, I'm a mother friggin' elephant. Spin bars with no remorse, I hit him up with deadly force. You're no match for this lighter, time for you to pass the torch. Told you that I bring the flame, for the lames in the game. Only reason I came, to put something up in your brain. Every rhyme is by design, if I'm lying then I'm dying. Like I rhyme with dynamite, that's enough to blow your mind. To the ones that boast the most, every rhyme you wrote provokes. So before I let you roast, I'ma be sure to choke your throat. When will you ever learn? Feel the heat and feel the burn. Time for peace to be concerned, or rest in pieces in the urn. You would never rest in peace, this is just my specialty. This is not a game, and there will be no referee. So technically no technicals, bringing the pain perpetual. Father I have sinned, and this is my confessional. Lord please forgive me, I need to change, but ain't no mercy in my veins. Burn these rappers, burn them with your flame. You fools should be ashamed. Lord please forgive me, I need to change, but ain't no mercy in my veins. Burn these rappers, burn them with your flame. The game will never be the same. Born to be a rebel, so it's a must that I rebel. You were not on my level, all you suckers burn in hell. For the flame that peels your flesh for real, I put MCs to rest. You can proceed to breathe. Ain't enough air left in your chest, laughing as I watch you die. No water to put out the flame. Why don't you go ahead and cry? I bet that you wishing for rain. Now it's very plain to see, I told you do not play with me. If you fake, you burn at the stake. You are not who you claim to be. You ain't a killer, so stop fronting. Revenge is like the sweetest joy. Next to nothing, no mercy for the weak. There is no sympathy for the ignorant. Think before you speak, you put yourself in this predicament. I have no friends, so I chose to roam alone. It's all for you to conjugate, so I confiscate your microphone. We reach the end, so I'm grabbing on my testicles. Father, I have sinned, and this is my confession of forgiveness. Lord, please forgive me, I need to change, but ain't no mercy in my veins. Burn these rappers, burn them with your flame. You fools should be ashamed. Lord, please forgive me, I need to change, but ain't no mercy in my veins. Burn these rappers, burn them with your flame. The game will never be the same. Even though I never lived a life of crime, dear God, please forgive this life of mine. In the past I was blind, but now I see. Dead or alive, I truly wonder what's worse to be. Even though I never lived a life of crime, dear God, please forgive this life of mine. In the past I was blind, but now I see. Dead or alive, I truly wonder what's worse to be. So many people speaking speculations, no reservations, until we end up face to face. Interrogation, your ignorant insinuations have got you facing an escalating situation. Your termination, switching to a different mode. You know the code, you know the show and how want your soul. You've been bold, but now it's time to fold. Situation getting hot, my heart is getting cold. Out of control, been exposed to so many types. Damn right, I wonder how they sleep at night. To be suffice, the ones that talk behind my back, put on the act, and the ones that say it to my face, put on their back. This reality and far from fiction, no contradiction. Refuse to lose or be a victim. Corrupted system, put my life on the line. Dear God, please forgive me for this life of mine. This life of mine, I never live a life of crime. Dear God, please forgive this life of mine. In the past I was blind, but now I see. Dead or alive, I truly wonder what's worse to be. Even though I never lived a life of crime, dear God, please forgive this life of mine. In the past I was blind, but now I see. Dead or alive, I truly wonder what's worse to be. Guilty by association, incrimination. They fake, they hate, they can't relate. Ain't no relation. They treat me like I don't belong. Discrimination, they acting like I did them wrong. Accusations, I watch the world with wicked eyes. To my demise, a look that's so conspicuous I can't disguise. No mask to cover up my face, I can't conceal. Any time of the day, anywhere, any place, I show the real. No love between me and you, because you fake. I still fulfill the will to live. You sealed your fate. We've been lied to our whole lives. It's time to rise. You standing in my way, you die. No compromise. You supposed to be opposing me? Well, think again. In the end, I still chose revenge. My only friend. Now I see I am no longer blind. Dear God, please forgive me for this life of mine. This life of mine. I never lived a life of crime. Dear God, please forgive this life of mine. In the past I was blind, but now I see. Dead or alive, I truly wonder what's worse to be. Even though I never lived a life of crime, dear God, please forgive this life of mine. In the past I was blind, but now I see. Dead or alive, I truly wonder what's worse to be. Look at this world that we living in, where men and women go to prison in, where we killing for religion in, and we sinning for these dividends. Look at this world that we living in, where men and women go to prison in, where we killing for religion in, and we sinning for these dividends.
What is up, Straight Talk Society? This is your host, Trevor, and I'm back with another episode of Man Talk Monday, the hottest show on YouTube every Monday. Well, not every Monday, but most Mondays, brought to you exclusively by the Straight Talk Society. Shout out to the best moderator in the business, Keela, bright and early, always in here. Shout out to Ricardo. Those of you that's watching right now, do me a favor. Just go ahead and hit that like button. If you listen to me for more than 30 seconds, just hit the like button. Whether you like it, you know what? You can hit the dislike button too. Hey, whatever you do, it just gets the video noticed. Just go ahead and hit the like or dislike, preferably the like button. Hopefully we drop some stuff on you that you're going to like, just to go ahead and just keep the video being pushed out. You know, Man Talk Monday is the flagship show on the channel, and the reason I call it the flagship show is because it's first. It's the first show of the week. So this is a show that drives all the other shows and lets you know what's coming up and things like that. So while I'm waiting on my co-host, I think Wayne, I'm not sure if Wayne is going to be here today. He said that he was going to try, and if he was going to be able to make it, that it was going to be late. So, you know, hopefully Wayne does make it. Young Kev said he'll be a little late, and Mike is still on the way home. But nevertheless, man, that gives me time to go ahead and rap with the people, so hopefully everybody is doing good. Everybody enjoyed their Monday. Man, it's been so damn busy for me, man. These Mondays are insane. I've never been this busy at work. Like, I've been doing the same thing for 21 years, and in my 21 years, this is the busiest it has ever been. I was talking to the owner of the company today, and she was like, yeah, I work for a woman, y'all. So if everybody who says that I hate women, you're stupid. I work for a woman. I've worked for a woman for over 20 years. But we were talking today, and she was just like, man, she said, I've never seen this before. In the 60 plus years they've been in business. She's like, I've never seen it like this ever before, how busy we are. But we both looked at each other and said it's a good thing. It's very tiring because I do physical stuff. I don't have the luxury to sit behind a desk or anything like that. I actually do like labor intensive stuff. But nevertheless, it's all good. So sometimes when you guys are sending me messages and stuff, the reason I don't respond is because I'm busy. I'm working like 10 to 12 hours a day, and that's just how it is. So whenever I do get a chance to get to things, then I will. But sometimes I'm in the middle of doing stuff. Shout out to Bones in the building. Sometimes I'm in the middle of trying to do stuff, and I can't get to it right away because it's just a lot of stuff going on. Hell, my Instagram folders are so full right now of messages that I had to look at. It's just what is literally going to be if I probably look at them tomorrow, because tomorrow's Safe as Politics, so I'm not on that show. So I'll probably just look at them then. But it is what it is. Let me see. Up with the sun type. Yeah, you're right, Keela. Yeah, I work. I don't have the luxury of sitting online talking shit about people all day. I work. That's what I do. So I did get a bit of sad news. And again, like I said, I'm just waiting for my co-host to come on. So before I get into the sad news, let me let you guys know what we got coming up on the channel, man. The channel has been really busy. Y'all know Straight Talk Society is where it's at, man. Shout out to Kevin in the building. Kevin, yeah, you stick around because we gonna have to pivot. We had a show today. The title of this show was just plain goofy, but I had to make a last second pivot just based on some things that I saw. So we'll get to the goofiness later. But you know what? Since we've been back off of vacation, the shows have been more serious. And to me, they've been better. Y'all tell me what it is. Because, what I found out about YouTube, I always say YouTube is a disgusting place. And Kevin J, don't I know my daughter's not listening. It's a surprise. But we plan on heading your way this Christmas. Let's just put it that way. We're going to see my mom, and I know you're in the loop, so expect a visit from us. We might have to stay at your house, but yeah. So, like I was saying, we've been really busy over here at the Straight Talk Society. Man Talk Monday. Man Talk Monday is a show in itself, man, because it is dealing with 4 personalities. You're dealing with Mike. Mike is a handful as it is. Kev and his craziness, and Wayne. And then you throw me in it. It's 4 personalities that you're dealing with, trying to make them all gel in the confine of a 2-hour show. Then you have Safe as Politics on Tuesday. Venkat, they do their own thing over there. So I don't have my hand at all in that. Then you have the wrestling show, which I've kind of taken over that one. So I have to do all the producing on that. Then the Thursday night interviews, debates, series and stuff like that. So I got to do that. If the MMA brothers are doing a show on Friday, they take care of that on their own. So that's good. All I got to do is hit go live and they handle the rest. So I do appreciate that. Then all the other stuff that we do on top of that. So we do have Man Talk Monday tonight. Tomorrow night we have Safe as Politics, which they'll be, I think what I saw, they were talking about the DNC Kamala in Chicago. Wrestling with Reality this Wednesday. We'll be going over the AEW show from yesterday, and then not the following week, not that next Wednesday, but the Wednesday after. So September 11th, we'll finally be doing the show that we've been talking about for months. I already have it already in the books. We will be doing the Bret Hart and WCW show. I am so excited for that show, because that is going to be like, that's going to be insane. I've been wanting to do that show for a long time. I put it all together, so we're going to do it. We're going to do it September 11th. So Ricardo says, let the women pour your heart talk, damn it. Hey, I don't control pour your heart out, Ricardo. Nene has the ability to jump on here whenever she wants. She has carte blanche. It's whenever they get their shows together, and whenever she looks at the calendar and she's like, okay, can I get this date? And I'm like, yeah, go ahead and get it. So speaking of pour your heart out, since you jumped the gun, they do have a show scheduled for September 27th. And I want all y'all to get in the building. Everybody needs to promote it. The show is already up, so you can go to your channels and just share it on your community walls. Let everybody know, share it on your social media. They have a show, like I mentioned last week. The therapy sessions are now falling under the Pour Your Heart Out banner, whereas they used to be called Straight Talk Therapy Sessions. Now I guess they're called Pour Your Heart Out Therapy Sessions. Nevertheless, they have a show scheduled. The first show scheduled is September 27th. And it is not, and I got to see the name. Hold on. Cause I want to make sure I get the name of this. And Keela, can you drop that link to that in the chat so people could go ahead and set a reminder for it? Because I want to get the name to this down. Hold on. Let me look it up. Okay. So the name of that show is, y'all ready? A woman presidential candidate. So it's talking about Kamala Harris. Why isn't it? Let me see. Okay. A woman presidential candidate. Do you hate her policies, or are you still mad at your mother? Man. Hey, listen, with a topic like that, they are coming to cook. Like they're not playing any games. Because we know, I've said it a bunch of times on here, just based on everything that I see online. This presidential race has nothing to do with, who's probably better for the country. It has everything to do with men not wanting a woman to be their president. And you could tell me whatever you could say whatever you want. But that's absolutely what it is. And that's just based on what I hear online. So again, when I make these statements, it's what I see online, because I've seen channels that haven't talked about politics for 2 seconds. But now every day is why Kamala isn't good for the country. What has Kamala done? This and that and that and that and that and that. And you know what? Truth be told, because I'll never be a hypocrite, I'm not sure that she'll be any good for the country, but I think that she'll be better than Donald Trump. So this is the one time. This is the one time where I'll be like, all right, well, the lesser of two evils type stuff. So, but that's what they are coming at. Do you hate her policies? Are you still mad at your mom? Because everybody loves to talk about her policies like Trump's policies were so good. You know what I mean? I think it's just going to come down. I think it's just going to come down to this being a man versus woman thing, battle of the sexes. See, for the longest, for 2 years, I've always said that there was no battle of the sexes, but it absolutely is. Like, the more I see, it absolutely is. And this is letting me know right off top. It doesn't matter. Shout out to Moon Goddess in the building. It doesn't matter what she does. Like, why isn't she just as qualified as Trump? It's funny though, because when it's funny because when black people were all up in arms about Obama, oh God, Obama. I always say this, and this is why I say, because the politics show is tomorrow, but every now and then I'll throw it in because I don't have Venkat interrupting me. That's the truth of that. I'll say this. I don't think there's ever been a president that actually had the needs of the people in mind. Is whoever could talk the best game. And it all comes down to your local, but if we had to put so much onus on the president, why not give a woman a shot? I mean, my goodness. Listen, why not? I mean, can this country get any worse? What have we seen over the past few years, the past few terms, that made us think that a woman won't do any better? We're not going to sit here and act like Obama's presidency was great, because it wasn't. Obama did dick for black people. The best thing Obama did for black people is that he was black. So it gave us representation. It was like, and I remember, because I remember the night he got elected, I was crying. I remember the night he got elected, I was at work. I was working overnight, and I said, I didn't have a daughter at the time, but I had just watched Hustle and Flow recently. And I remember there was a part on it where Anthony Anderson asked Terrence Howard, he was like, did you know Skinny Black? And he was like, look, that girl in there has a hoe for a mama and a pimp for a daddy, but she's going to come to me one day and ask me if she could be president, and I'm going to lie to her. And when Obama got elected, I looked at my coworker and I said, we don't have to lie anymore. Like that was my thing. I was like, we don't have to lie anymore. I said, if our kids ask us one day, can they be president of the United States? For years, it's always been a lie, because it was unattainable. But now we don't have to lie anymore. We could tell them that they absolutely can be. But hold on, let me see. Yeah, all right, Kev, take your time, man. You know me, man. I'm on it right now. Trump has his white privilege, and is a convicted felon. Absolutely, I don't disagree. The fact that we have black folks extolling Trump as the best candidate, over $1,200 stimulus checks that we got to pay back. We lost the plot. Hey, Kevin, I don't disagree with you at all, man. But again, Kevin, I don't know if you check out the Tuesday shows. Whenever I come on, I always say this. You could literally you play to your lowest denominator. I'm not calling black people the lowest denominator, but what I'm saying, our thinking is the lowest denominator. I could always come to you and be like, oh man, I'll do this for you. I'll get you this. I'll get you this. Damn it, if you got to pay it back in 5 years, I'll get you this temporary. I'll get you into this. I'll get you into that. And it's just, and they just accept it. They just accept it. That's like literally they just accept it. And that's what it is. You don't see them playing to the Asian community like that. You don't see them doing that. Because with the Asian community, you got to bring hardcore facts and numbers and plans and policies. With us, you just got to promise us enough money that we could put a down payment on some rims. I mean, it is what it is. Come and get me, whoever has a problem with what I say. All right, I see Mike and Kev in the back. So before I do get started, like I said, man, that show is scheduled for September 27th, man. I'm very excited. It's funny because I was always thinking this. That's what I'm saying. Me and my wife, we right on cue. I was thinking this, that I didn't want to do the therapy sessions anymore. Not that I didn't want to do them, but it's a task. You guys don't understand what it is to run this channel. Like, it is a task. I got to get all the shows together. I got to do all the descriptions. I got to make all the thumbnails. I got to do all of this. And it was just like, and I'm like, damn, I want to ask her if she could take over the therapy sessions. And then one day she came to me and she was like, I was thinking, What if we did the therapy? I'm like, what? I'm like, bless you, bless your fine caramel skin self, man. Because my goodness, like I wanted you to do this so bad, and so they are having that, man. Where and the name of that, I love the topic, man. Are you mad at her policy? Or are you still mad at your mother? Like they gonna cook on that one, man. So y'all make sure and share that out. Be in the building strong for that because they gonna do the damn thing. Take Fist Politics tomorrow night. Oh, we finally we're doing the Bret Hart show. So we got 2 shows that I've been wanting to do forever. We're finally doing the Bret Hart show September 11th. I already got that ready. Wrestling with Reality. The first next Sunday at 1:00, we will be doing the Beyond the Scoreboard. That is the Miami Dolphins show, but that show is going to be for anybody. Everybody's welcome to come talk about your favorite football team. We're going to give predictions for the season. Keela, hopefully she'll come on and tell us how the Cowboys are going to go 4-13. She probably won't, but you come on and you give your season predictions. That way we'll have it locked in on tape, just to see how it plays out at the end of the season. So that's next Sunday at 1, but finalized today. So we will not be having Man Talk Monday next Monday because it's Labor Day. So it's a holiday and I'll probably be doing something. But that following week, which is September 7th, we will be back and we are finally going to do the Baby Boy episode because young Kev finally watched Baby Boy. So we are finally going to do it. We're going to have the entire episode is going to be dedicated to the show Baby Boy. That's one of my favorite movies ever. So we're going to actually break it down, talk about it. Mike's going to tell us why Jody isn't the F-boy. We'll see which baby mama was the finest, Peanut. But so we'll do a whole bunch of different stuff, but that's where we'll be with that. And the last thing I gotta say before I go, man, when on my way home, I saw the tweet, man, rest in peace, man, to the legend, Psycho Sid Vicious, man, died at the age of 63. Oh man, and I saw that he was dealing with cancer because I want to see what it was. We'll touch more on him Wednesday, but man, rest in peace, man. And the man's been lobbying to go into the Hall of Fame for the past few months. And that's the same thing with Vader. Vader was like, oh, man, I put me in the Hall of Fame, put me in the Hall of Fame. They never did. And then he ended up dying. So it's crazy. The day after Ultimate Warrior got put in, he died. It's crazy, man. But rest in peace to Psycho Sid, man. Just tremendous. If you ever were going to make a wrestler, the first person I would make would be Randy Orton, but the second person would be Psycho Sid. Just their look is just untouchable, man. So rest in peace to Psycho Sid, man. Shout out strength to his family and everything like that. I do see Mike and young Kevin in the building. And like I said, please forgive us because the show was supposed to be about goofiness today, but sometimes other things come up and we got to talk about it. So on the other side, we will be back with what y'all came to see. And that's Man Talk Monday exclusively on the Straight Talk Society.
Acknowledge me. Come take a walk through my heart. a stroll through my soul. Been smart from the start, wasn't taught, wasn't told. You could climb through my mind, or fly through my eye, and in time you will find what I rhyme is not a lie. Come take a walk through my heart, a stroll through my soul. Been smart from the start, wasn't taught, wasn't told. You could climb through my mind, or fly through my eye, and in time you will find what I rhyme is not a lie. See you dealing with a vicious mind, hard cold like Christmas time. Every time I write a rhyme, put it all on the line. No need to hold my tongue, hold the mic like you hold a gun. Haters, I'm the chosen one, fakers, I don't roll with none. Don't you ever test my heart, been a rebel from the start. Ain't got time to play no games, I'm too busy playing my part. Keep my mind on my mission, living by my premonitions. Through the world with blurry vision, stressing in high definition. Walking the path unknown to most, the ones that I love, I hold them close. Every rhyme I wrote was dope, no joke, so folks can overdose. Lyrically, I'm legendary, yes, I'm very necessary. Fast to see my adversaries buried in the cemetery.
Yeah.
Straight Talk Sessions live.
You're gonna acknowledge me.
It's Monday. It's Man Talk Monday.
Bad times don't last, but bad guys do. But we have a responsibility and a duty to be fathers. Not to just make babies, but to be real fathers. And you can't expect any good to come to you if you don't visit any good on your son or your daughter. So, be a man.
And we know
That
the
is good.
stockholders' equity is going to be 10,000 lower. Specifically, retain.
Uh-oh. Who giving up their business? That is still the freshest thing, that spray paint. And we are back. Shout out to Eddie Israel in the building. Eddie, did Minister Washington ever come over and hit you up? I did give him your number. We are back with Man Talk Monday, and we not at full strength. Hopefully Wayne will come through. But he did say that he was caught up doing some stuff. So I do appreciate Mike and Kev, making the sacrifice. I know they were doing stuff. And we will be off next week, but we'll be back the following week with the Baby Boy Show. So without further ado, young Kev in the building. What's going on, Kev?
I have a penis for your vagina hole. Be there for you whenever you feel alone. What up, boys? What up, chat?
All right, this is the fastest Man Talk Monday we ever had. See you guys in 2 weeks. What the hell? What was that, man? What was that? Oh, damn, he threw me off. Big Money Mike. What's up, Mike? Damn.
Don't introduce me after that. I don't even want to be introduced after that. What kind of foolish? You are not Jamaican, sir. I don't know who gave you a Vibes Cartel CD, but put it back.
You know he came out, right?
Yeah,
Big
real
dog.
Jamaican. I knew before he came out.
I'd be forgetting.
Y'all think he should have been released?
I think he's innocent.
I don't care innocence or guilt. What I care more about is corruption. And if you don't have the evidence to lock somebody up, or it's shown that the evidence you claim to have is not solid and corrupt, I don't want to hear it. I think police and the government have a higher level of give. Like, if you say a police officer said something, or a police officer has something in a police report, the judge automatically believes it. So if that's what we're going to give them, that leeway, then they need to be above board. And they were not. They were not in the slightest. So that man shouldn't have been in jail for 10 years.
It's more egregious to me he's looked like he bleaching.
Yo, my boy not gonna turn off the kick so just because he in jail. You mad?
That's crazy. So like I said, we did have we did have the Goofy show. You see the title of it, just plain Goofy. But you could blame Mike for this one because when he sent me the video, he'll tell you what I said. I was like, damn, he just ain't gonna stop messing up the order of the show, huh? Like, because I had already had everything scheduled, but like I said, some things are more important. So before I play the video that Mike sent, we're gonna walk it back a little bit just because I always had to see, I gotta see context. So let's walk it back. Trigger warning. This one sucks. So let me go ahead and share this. This one absolutely sucks.
Whatever happens, they're innocent. Oh, go ahead.
Right now, the drowning death of that 8-year-old boy, Noah Bush from Jessup, is being ruled a homicide. And according to the Wayne County Sheriff's Office, 2 children are facing charges. And listen to this, parents. They are 10 and 11 years old.
It's just very hard to accept and understand why anyone would do this, especially children. But what is more difficult to understand is why adults would participate in concealing this. And some of them maybe even walked around with the Bush family that night, pretending as if they were looking for Noah, not knowing where he was.
WJCL 22 News' AJ Sisson joining us live from the Jessup Courthouse. AJ, help us put our arms around this because you have been reporting on this story from the very beginning, that this family's fight for justice started ever since Noah died back in May.
And Greg, it has been a tough story to cover. And ever since that night that Noah went missing, the investigation revealed that he left with kids he thought were his own friends. And now we're learning that those kids are responsible for his death.
He walked away with people he thought were friends and trustworthy. It's just very hard to accept and understand.
Answers for the family of Noah Bush, the 8-year-old found dead in a borrow pit on May 16th. Originally, no foul play was involved.
Noah and the 2 juveniles involved in this got into some argument, and an argument led to them pushing Noah into the water and possibly holding his head underwater.
The Wayne County Sheriff's Office says the 2 juveniles are 10 and 11 years old, both charged with concealing his death and criminal trespass. The 11-year-old charged with simple battery and involuntary manslaughter.
Grateful for the arrests that were made today, but we still have a long road ahead of us because until Noah receives his justice, there will be no peace.
In a statement from Wayne County Sheriff Chuck Mosley, it says in part, the investigation continues as we await the completion of the enhancement of the videos obtained during this process. The Glenn County District Attorney Keith Higgins says that the arrests of these juveniles may not be the end.
We are disappointed that today was not the full justice that we expected. It was not the full justice that this family deserves and that this community has been organizing around and fighting for.
Days after Noah's death, Jessup held numerous protests and rallies asking for justice for Noah because it was his mother that always knew something was not right.
She was absolutely right that this community, they knew Noah and that these were neighbors that did this to him. These were neighbors that participated in the taking of her baby's life. And so we will continue. There's a long road ahead.
Outside of the Jessup courthouse, where since 3 o'clock, those juveniles have been in court determining whether or not they will go home or they will remain detained. I'm also hearing from one of the lawyers that was on recess not too long ago that warrants for arrest for parents may be given out tonight. There's nothing certain, however, will be happening tonight, but as anything is released, I'll continue to update you on air and online at WJCL.com. In Jessup, AJ Sisson, WJCL 22 News.
What an absolutely tragic story. AJ Sisson on this story from the beginning, reporting live. Thanks so very much.
All right, and I do want to play this one last
coverage
one.
out of Wayne County. Family lawyers of Noah Bush announcing today his death has been ruled a homicide. Let's get straight over to WTOC's Simone McKinney, who joins us in the newsroom. And Simone, you were listening in on that news conference that happened just a few hours ago.
That's right, Madeline. The news conference started with lawyers in the family of Noah Bush emphasizing that after 55 days of calls for further investigation, protests from the community members near and far, they were told something they already knew. The death of 8-year-old Noah Bush is being ruled a homicide. Nearly 2 months after Noah Bush's body was found in a construction pit in Jessup, lawyers say his death is being ruled a homicide. The family of Noah Bush and their lawyers met with the DA's office and reviewed evidence for hours to begin to understand what happened to Noah.
Noah Bush was a young man, 8 years old, who loved life, but didn't like the water, was afraid of the water. He walked with some friends to this area, this very dangerous area that is county owned and unsecured in lots of ways. And they're on notice that people are there all the time. And what we believe is that Noah and the two juveniles involved in this got into some argument, and an argument led to them pushing Noah into the water and possibly holding his head underwater.
2 juveniles have been detained. The Wayne County Sheriff's Office reporting that one 11-year-old is going before the court for simple battery, involuntary manslaughter, concealing the death of another, and trespassing. And a 10-year-old is facing the court for concealing the death of another and trespassing.
It was Miss Bush and her family. They went out, they found videos, they have investigated this. Then as they began to feel as though they were hitting a brick wall of some sorts, they reached out to us. Then we became involved. The community has been investigating it. So this has been literally a groundswell call for justice. And
the lawyer said they were able to express their concerns to the Wayne County Sheriff's Office and how they handled the investigation thus far and how they plan to continue handling this investigation.
No mother should have to hire their own law firm. No mother should have to go and beat on neighbors' doors, walk the street, stand on corners to receive what she has received today, which is just a partial accounting of what happened to her son. And if it happened to Miss Bush, it could happen to you. We expect more.
The lawyers had this message for anyone who has doubted Noah's mother during this time.
Believe Black mothers. Believe Black mothers. She knew in her heart of hearts that her son would not have just wandered off into a pool of water and drowned himself. She knew that in her heart. She never let that go. Her family, her mother, they have been here supporting her, believing with her and knowing, and today again affirms that she was right.
It's been a hard road. Grateful for the arrests that were made today, but we still have a long road ahead of us because until Noah receives his justice, there will be no peace. Thank you.
So let me stop sharing that. There's a lot of comments building up. Before I go to Mike's video, I do want to read some of these comments, and I'll say this. We did have your typical Man Talk Monday show lined up today, but sometimes you just got to make a pivot. There is more important stuff going on in the world, and I'm glad that Mike sent me this because, like I said, today you see the title of the show. We were going to ride out today. Only like how we know how to do. But sometimes things come up that's more important. And I didn't know anything about this until Mike sent it to me. Like I say, you guys send me all these videos and stuff. I get to them eventually. I'm just glad that it was one of the days when he sent it to me. It was one of my check days. So I could actually look and see. So I saw it. But let me get some of these comments. Eddie Israel brings up a good point. We're starting to have a ton of killer kids. Cliff says the parents and kids should be in jail. Ricardo says this case was hella egregious. How does a white child kept the black boy head submerged underwater? So all right, just based on what was the 2 videos I shown, that's why I wanted to do these first before I went to the one that Mike sent, because up until now, I still didn't know what was what. So I wanted to kind of get because we always watch these videos a lot of times out of context. I wanted to get a hold so I could see everything that was going on. I didn't know the color of the kid that did it. I mean, I should have known the way Mike sent it to me, but I didn't know. But you know, so Ricardo obviously knows this because he says it. Keela's heartbroken. Moon Goddess makes a good point. There's always been killer kids. We're just reporting it more and more. Absolutely. I think there's a whole series on one of these streaming services called Killer Kids. Yeah, there she goes. There's a whole show on ID called Killer Kids. Yeah. So Cliff says it's 2024. Kids should have tracking devices on them. Absolutely, Cliff. We've been thinking about dropping air tags on my daughter for the longest, just because you got to always know where they are, man. I mean, we have the trackers on the phone, but you got to always know where they are. Keela says, oh man, come up. Keela says, true, the power of social media now gives us access to the information instantly. Moon God says, just heartbreaking. All right, as parents, we got to teach our kids of the evils of other kids. Wicked blood clot evilness. Absolutely. Keela says, Mike is right before he even said anything. That's crazy. Let's see. All right, so let's all right, so before we get to the other video, Mike, you got anything before we move on to the other video? Then we'll come back and discuss in totality.
I just want everyone to remember what I said last week. And I want to send a shout out to this mother. Nobody fights for their children like Black mothers. And I'm glad I have one. But I'm going to say something that it might be a little curveballish on that topic, but I stand on that. Nobody loves like Black mothers do. So I want that to be the first statement I said. I want everyone to hear me.
Here go the butt.
Down vote. Buddhist man.
Ain't no 90s booty. I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm just saying, remember what I said last week, and then remember what I stated and how everybody treated me last week. And then when we watch this next video, I want Trevor to see it. I want Trevor to show it. Excuse me.
Here go the butt, boy. Because I was gonna say something. I'm not gonna say it. This is not the right time to say it. Kev, you got anything you want to add on this before we move on to the other video?
I'm curious. Yeah, I'm just curious because I saw this morning and it just did not add up. I don't know because basically with this investigation, the police saw there was no foul play at first, and then the lawyers got involved and then they got a confession out of it. But I don't know. I'm definitely curious about this next video. To me, I'm just suspicious. But yeah, that's my thoughts right now.
Oh, it adds up to me, sir.
Yeah, and it's funny because the mom said in the video that, you know, people that had something to do with it was out looking for him with her. So
like crackheads looking for your VCR.
Yeah, this reeks of cover up to me. Yeah. So all right. So let's get to the other video. Is up?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's up. Pause.
Tensions flared outside the courtroom Thursday. Protesters yelling justice for Noah. At one point, Wayne County Sheriff's deputies came outside to tell the group to move across the street. That's when a deputy and a protester got in each other's faces. But the mood shifted when the hearing ended.
We're here with Demetrius Bush.
Tears of sadness fell as the family of Noah Bush and their lawyers described what happened inside the courtroom.
This 11-year-old admitted under oath that he, in fact, led Noah Bush down to the clay pits, pushed him into the water, and ultimately held his head under that water until he drowned.
The 11-year-old faced 4 charges in connection to Noah's death, including concealing the death of another and involuntary manslaughter. The 11-year-old will now spend 2 years in a juvenile detention facility, along with the 10-year-old also charged in this case. Noah's mother, Demetrius Bush, also spoke in court today, reading a victim impact statement.
My baby was 8 years old with a full life ahead of him. And 2 years is what the state of Georgia calls justice for an entire life that's lost.
But the family does not feel any relief. Their fight now turns to the adults in this case. They believe adults related to the juveniles helped cover up Noah's death, and they say they won't stop calling for their arrests.
There is no peace. There is no comfort. There is no...
Tensions flared outside the courtroom Thursday.
All right, so I'm a back away. I just want to say one thing, because I know we're gonna harp on the 2 years. So just from my understanding, are they saying just 2 years and that's it?
Sounds like it, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so this trial was over very quick because this has happened in May. So that's really quick.
Yep.
That you don't go to trial that quick. And have your trial wrapped up that fast. So that's weird in its own. MD, you gotta let us know about these Georgia, what's going on in Georgia. This is ridiculous. And so I think they gave him the 2 years because they charged him with involuntary manslaughter. And that's probably what carried a specific sentence. They didn't charge him for murder. They charged him on the spot with involuntary manslaughter and something else. I forgot what the other thing was. But I think that's what did it. So, because I know Mike gonna bring it all together. So, Kev, what you got on this?
So I'm gonna do what Mike doesn't like, and I'm gonna say I feel like something is wrong. Something is suspicious, and the only reason I feel that way is because with past court decisions, like once you actually like see what's going on with the court documents and how the evidence plays out, there was actually more to the story than what the news is actually telling you. At the same time, I seen a picture of the mom. She looks creepy. She looked dead inside. So I could see her. I could see her, raising kids who are psychopathic. But yeah, with what you guys,
which mom
of the two boys.
Oh, okay. I didn't see her. Okay.
Yeah. Like I said, I seen it this morning, but she's a white woman. She looks like she's in like one of those trailer park chicks, and she has like a bunch of tattoos on her. I don't know if like with the pictures I've seen if they're photoshopped or not, but she has like a ton like on her chest, and it kind of looks biker womanish. But yeah, if you look at her eyes, like they look cold, like she's just giving up on life. So I could see her raising 2 kids who would do something like that. At the same time, like I'm wondering what type of evidence they had, because if they're going to say this is involuntary manslaughter, what evidence did you find that you didn't see the first time? Because if you're doing an autopsy the first time, then you're going to see that, okay, there are bruises here, there's bruises on the head if he's being like held down, or on the neck, things like that. But yeah, and then also, yeah, with the quick court decision is like, okay, one, how did you get this confession? And 2, yeah, how did you get this quick court decision? But either way, RIP to the kid. Whatever. I guess I'm fine with whatever happens. But yeah, with this case, I don't know. I feel like we're missing details that the news isn't telling us.
So I do want to Keela says involuntary manslaughter, he held his head underwater. Cliff says most cases go this quickly when you agree with the charges. I bet if they put 2 years on the table, they were like, oh hell, man, you better sign that real quick. Moon Goddess says sociopaths. Let me see. Ricardo says black people getting killed. I mean, what's new? Kevin J, they probably claimed it wasn't premeditated. So before Mike goes, we could just strictly go by what we see here, but I know why Mike sent me this. He sent me this because of what we was talking about last week.
Don't ruin my step. Don't step on me.
So hold on. I just want to say, because I'm not even going to say anything. I'll save it right to the end. I see what he means now. It like the balance, because I didn't know when he sent me the video. Y'all have to understand, I be doing a million different things and I'm listening to everything. I rarely ever look at a video somebody sends me, unless it's one that Ricardo sends me. Wink, wink. So I rarely look at a video that somebody sends me. I just listen to them. So when I'm listening to it, I'm like, all right, I'll get to it later type stuff. But then when I got a second at work, I'm like, let me look at what Mike sent me. I said, you know what? Let me go look at this further, because I was going to pull up a story to where I read it. But I'm like, nah, if I find the news report, it'll be good enough. So I know why he sent this. So go ahead, Mike.
Thank you, sir. First and foremost, I would like to send love to young Noah and his family once again. And apologies to Twin. Black fathers love hard too. I feel you, but America doesn't care about black fathers' love. They never have at all. When a mother's crying, when a black mom's crying, then people go, oh, what? When a black father's crying, they just look away like, oh, why is that Negro crying? Why are his eyes raining? Make him stop. You remember Trayvon Martin's dad?
Oh, I was about to say him.
Yeah, they didn't trust me. And that broke my heart 5 times. And I only got 4 chambers. I listened in class. So I want to start there. Secondly, I want to say to all the people that say, let's put trackers on our kids, the greatest TV show out right now is called Black Mirror. There's an episode in I believe it's the 4th season, the 2nd episode, called Archangel. Go watch that and see about the badness that can come from tracking your child and what it can do to them mentally. Trust me, you're not alone. I have actually looked up trackers to put in my child's sneakers. So if anything happens, I can find her. Because I don't want to put it in the book bag, because the kidnappers know to throw the book bag away now. So trust me, I'm with you, but I promise you there's another side. But where I want to go, why I sent this to Mr. Trevor, our illustrious moderator, is because, and funny thing, the chat is expressing it. The only person in the chat that's coming with the same energy is Miss Moon Goddess. She said one word, sociopath. That's how she felt. That's what she said. And I respect you for standing on it. Everybody else was jumping down my throat. She's a murderer. Look at her. She tried to hide it. She did this. And what did I say? I said, I don't trust this government. I don't trust white people. And I'm not throwing our children at the foot of this government and this so-called justice system, because they can't wait to destroy us, and they don't do it to theirs. And that is, if you took anything out of this, other than that pain that that family's feeling, you should have took that, because Mike is right again. Look at what they do when it's their kids. I said it before with the affluenza. He's too rich to know better. He didn't know. He's only a freaking adult, because he was an adult, but he doesn't know better. When their adults are 25, they say he's still a kid. You remember that in the Olympics when that idiot who swam with Michael Phelps did all that stuff, got drunk and wrecked up and blew up a gas station in another country? And they said, he's just a child. And I said, he's a grown man. Throw his ass in prison. But he was white, so he was still young. Look at this. And for all the people that are going to say, he's moving the goalpost, I want to go ahead and link these for you, okay? 11, 12-year-old. You can say they thought it was premeditated. You don't hold somebody's head down, continue to hold somebody's head down, then continue to hold it while they're fighting if that ain't a thought you had in your head. You're not shocked into drowning somebody. Okay? You can act like it is. You know it's not. Because I've held somebody down before. And when they start to shaking, you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. I've been held down before. When you start thrashing, that person feels that energy. Okay? Everybody in here, when they said, oh, it's premeditated, she's got to go as an adult. When they thought, oh, she's just a kid. She wasn't a kid then. So where the hell is all that in the chat? Where is it in the chat? Where's it in the chat that why isn't he tried as an adult? I don't even think y'all said the word adult. Where's the word adult? And why I say we should stop that, because look what they did. They tried to miss kids and then took it and pushed it right the hell at you. I don't know this
Oh
for a
man,
fact.
why you keep falling off?
You see me?
Yeah, yeah.
Man, breaking
Now
the multiverse.
I don't know this for a fact, but I know this for a fact. That judge was white as white. I promise you that. That's why they pushed them charges through. That's why the charges went through so quickly, because this happened way back in May. And they didn't charge them till late July. And then all of a sudden, everything's done. The black girl, it's been months and they haven't even decided what to charge her with yet. How to charge her. They have video and they didn't even know how to charge her. This black woman had to go get her own video, because why are we gonna, they're 11, they're 12. It's obvious that it didn't happen. They didn't even try, because they know when the fix is in. A great American comedian, Paul Mooney, once said, they have the complexion for the protection. That's what we're watching. And that is why Mike is right, because I'm not throwing my black children. I refuse to throw my black children to the teeth of this justice system that does nothing but eat and destroy. That's what it does to us. You guys might act like you don't see it. I see it. Maybe it's because I got 4 eyes. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe. But I ain't see nobody in the chat saying, I ain't hear Cliff. Mike don't know what he's talking about. He's trying to make it seem like she didn't do nothing. I don't want to hear that bullshit. And that's what it is. Look how fast they passed that shit through. What? 2 years? That works for me. Get them out of here. Next case. Like that. Like that. And that's bullshit. I promise you. If this was a black kid, they would be, oh, they're an adult. Look how they held him down. You know, those black muscles come in at 10. They're already in grease. He was the Rock. He was already the Rock at 11. I know he's the, it was 2 boys against 1. And let's get to the other part. Not only did they do that, but grown ass people covered it up. Covered it up. We're out there looking for the kid. Hey, has anybody seen a little niglet? I haven't seen him. Covered it up. I don't hear nobody crying about that. I don't hear the kid. They had to lock the kid away from the parents, get him under oath, and under strict questioning for this kid to tell the truth. And you think the parents weren't telling him the lie? I promise you they were telling him the lie. They got him on there like on TV, and he could and gave it up. This is what y'all cool with this. Y'all cool with them putting their kids in 2 years of juvenile. I worked in juvenile. It ain't jail. I promise you. They don't give you snacks in jail. That little white boy's gonna get snacks. The little boy that sat there and watched it is gonna get snacks. That little girl is gonna get sexually assaulted. That's what happens in grown prison. And that's where y'all wanted to send her. Y'all your damn minds. Open your head. Stop being so damn reactionary and being so instant. That's the problem with black people today. You're too emotional up front. You get mad, and then you go, it doesn't matter what's just. It matters what's right. Well, guess what? We don't live in a world where right works. It never has. If right worked, I wouldn't have had to watch the woman who got Emmett Till murdered sit there and cry on television about, I felt so bad. I don't want to care how you feel. I don't care how old you are. Go to jail. That's what should have happened. Did it happen? No. If we lived in a right place, I wouldn't have seen a woman who got a man locked up and almost got his father locked up for assaulting her, and only got that man out of jail because a woman detective looked at it and said, how could he have assaulted her if he was in another country at the time? Because no other white men could figure it out for themselves, and then they got him free. Do you think she went to jail? Don't worry, I'll wait. No. You only jump up and down when it's our kids. I won't do it. I won't do it. I sit here and hear people tell me, oh, they're just a kid. They should be allowed to jump on a pole. Oh, they're just a kid. They should be allowed to sing Meg Thee Stallion. Oh, they're just a kid. They should be allowed to hands on your knees. Hands on your... You do all that foolishness, and you wonder why they think they're grown enough to do stupid shit like murder. You might think it doesn't have a connection. I do. You treat them like grown-ups. They make grown-up dumb decisions without grown-up minds to do it. Stop being so willing to sell our kids up the river to this justice system that don't care about us and don't care about you. Look what the lady, what was her name, Brianna, who got shot when they raided the wrong house. The judge just blamed that on her boyfriend. He didn't blame it on the cops who lied and got a warrant for the wrong house and came in with the guns. They blamed it on the boyfriend who was protecting his black woman. That's the justice system y'all so willing to give our children to. No. I say no, and I mean no. And I stand on that. I stood on it last week, and it's so much easier to stand on it this week with that video in y'all face. You should be ashamed. You should be disgusted. And Mike has spoken. Mike is right. Good day.
Mike drop.
Only because he was cooking. Why I didn't stop him, but the asshole in me still got to hit him up with it.
What the hell? Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
Facts.
Yeah, I got another 5 minutes. I just stopped because I felt like I was going too long.
Hey, no, he cooked on that. Listen, hey, Wayne just joined us. Shout out to Wayne. I did want to touch on. There's a couple of comments in the chat I do want to get to. And MD, you came in late. Because this shit is happening in your state. So I need to know what the hell going on in Georgia. But Kevin J said I'm lost. What was the topic that this is being compared to last week? Kevin, we kind of wrapped it up last week, but the week before we were talking about the 12-year-old little black girl that offed her cousin over a cell phone. And it got real contentious and crap like that. So just go back and watch it, man. It's a fantastic show. You shouldn't be missing any Man Talk Mondays. So let me see. Hold on, because there's a lot of comments. So MD is funny, always picking fights with Mike. Just came in. I hear Mike incorrectly breaking down legal information. Well, I don't think he broke down anything incorrectly, MD. But I know you pride yourself on being a legal eagle. Is your retarded state. So I'd really like to know how an 11-year-old kid that off somebody could walk away with 2 years in juvie. That's crazy. I mean, hell, he's out at 13. He lives the rest of his life. That's crazy. Keela says, I want snacks.
So
hold on, Kev. Let me just catch up on some of these comments. Cliff says, leaving your 8-year-old kid with a white biker kid. Who should you blame?
See? What 11-year-old is a biker? Do you hear what y'all fucking Cliff actually think there's sense coming out of there? There's nothing coming out of what Cliff don't say nothing sensible at all. An 11-year-old biker? Bro, we were all 11-year-old bikers if that's the case. I still got my Huffy. What are you talking about?
Go ahead, Kev.
Yeah, I didn't want to ruin the epic rant, but I wanted to say that I think the key difference in this situation is that they didn't have any evidence as to foul play, and also there's no recording. So
you mean
with this story, the only evidence that they had was a confession, really.
Sir, a confession is literally all the evidence you need. It's all you've needed in the history of America to lock people up, even forced confessions. And this one wasn't forced.
But Kev, I could have swore I heard somebody say they had a video. I could have been thinking of something else. It could have been the one we talked about the other day.
Got video of them. I forgot what it was, but it was like it was the fake parents, fake searching, and then them colluding. I think that's what it was.
Probably that's what I heard too.
The most egregious thing, and MD, if you're still in the chat, drop it in the chat. 2 years for voluntary manslaughter. I mean, that, bro, like that doesn't even sound right. Like that's insane. But yeah, and what was weird too in the video is the protesters and the cops telling them they can't protest. When can you not have a peaceful protest anymore?
When it's black people.
Like what? That's crazy. Like You just looking at everything was done wrong here, and again, man, I feel so bad for the parents, of this little boy, man. Yeah, man, he was saying he didn't want to go to the water, like he never wanted to go to the water. So it's bigger kids influencing him. Hey, let's go down here. Everything's gonna be cool. Only to do that to him. Wayne, I don't know if you heard any of it. Well, let me see. Children can't be children can't be considered doing anything with malice. That's
not what you
Georgia
said
law.
about the girl.
Wait a minute, that's Georgia law, MD, or are you just saying in general? Hey man, it's 15 of y'all watching live. Please make sure and hit that like button. Hey, listen, again, you listen to this for over a minute, just hit the damn like button. That's all I'm asking you. I ain't asking for no money or nothing. Just hit the damn like button. Wayne, I don't know what you heard about this. If you got anything you want to add to this.
Yo, what up, fellas on the panel, everybody in the chat? I don't even know this. I don't know the story like that. I do know. I heard about it, a little bit of it, but I haven't followed up on it. I'm new to that story as well. I think when you guys mentioned it, that's when I heard about it. But I don't know too much about the story. But I will say this: you'll see more of these stories pop up and get more attention the closer and closer we get to the election. Because when that, about that young kid, the little girl who murdered her cousin, I don't think it got this much attention as is this. But I know why these type of stories are coming out, because it's election time. So you'll see a lot of these stories getting magnified 10 times. I know that much.
So Wayne, what I did, I wish you let me just play one of these again. Shit, I done already closed everything out. Mike, just give him the quick rundown. Just
is this about the kid that drowned or something like that and got 2 years or whatever?
Yeah.
I took everybody to task because last week, 2 weeks ago, when it was about the little black girl, everybody was so willing to try her as an adult.
Now you see, I told Mike just to catch him up, and you see what Mike doing now, right?
I'm catching him up to what I said. Dang right.
You see what he doing, right?
Dang right. All right, fine. So first, they said it was a mystery. They couldn't figure out what happened, and the white parents were out there looking for the black kid. Oh, we can't find him. Then the next day they found him dead. I think this was in July and May. Then the police weren't doing their job, so the mother hired a lawyer and a team that went around searching, found videos, found other evidence, and then they deposed the little 11-year-old, and he admitted that they took the little boy down to the water and they held him under and drowned him. And the other boy sat there and watched, didn't do a thing. And I said, it's so funny to me how, and if you look at the chat, you probably can't see now, but if you go up a little bit in the chat, you'll see how everybody was just like, oh man, oh, that's wild. Wow. That's crazy. Okay. And I took them to task because I said, this is not moving the goalposts. This is literally the exact same thing as what the black girl did, but everybody wanted to try her as an adult. Everybody wanted to send her up the river when I kept saying, I'm not selling my children out to this justice system that don't care about us. I'm not. I refuse. And then you look at what they did in this case. They charged the little kid, the kid not with murder. Oh, no. With involuntary manslaughter. Ain't nothing involuntary about holding somebody down. Holding somebody down is the exact same thing as choking somebody to death. You don't do it quickly. It ain't done quickly. It takes time. It takes time for people to run out of breath and for the body to run out of oxygen that it can't get to the. It takes a while. I know you see it on TV and they choke over 3 seconds and they're out. It don't work like that. It takes a while for you to pass out. It take a long time for you to die. And everybody was, oh, that's crazy. And the judge went and gave them 2 years, both of them, the killer and the watcher, 2 years in juvenile detention. And I said, this is why I say I'm not selling my kids up the river to this justice system that don't give a damn about us. Just like I said 2 weeks ago, this is like I said last week. I'm not doing it. There's too many cases of this justice system not giving a damn about us at all. Breonna Stewart, the judge just came out and said the reason she died is because her boyfriend shot the gun protecting his girl. when people he didn't know were police ran up in the house. Not the police who got the faulty warrant, not the police who ran in hot. No, not them. Never them. Never them. It's the guy who was protecting his house, which is something he's legally allowed to do, which is why he ain't going to jail for it. So basically they saying nothing happened, nothing to see here. And Cliff's still spouting off foolishness. Yay, they had a video. Nobody disputed. He keep trying to, this is my problem with Cliff.
Yeah, but that video was damning, Mike. Shout out to Juju in the building.
You guys keep trying to act like I'm trying to unvilify the girl. I'm not. I never said, if you can go back and find where I said she wasn't wrong, show me and I'll say Mike is wrong on here. I'll say it. And I'm not worried about it because it never happened.
Well, hold on, Mike, because I want to have this. I want to have this this conversation with Wayne for this one fact. With the little girl, Wayne emphatically put it on the parents, and I didn't. I was like, hey, is this little girl? You know, you can't blame the parents for this one. So controversial opinion. I'm going to say you can't blame the parents for this one either.
You're wrong.
You know, so hold on. Let me say what I'm saying. Somebody said that she looked crazy and she was a biker and this and that. Again, you're looking at somebody and you're saying, "Oh man, you got a crazy look," so you're going to teach your kids to off another kid. I'm not saying. Listen to what I'm saying. I am not saying that the parents didn't try to cover it up. I'm not trying to say that that there wasn't any foul play as far as pushing it forward. What I'm saying is the act itself. I'm not going to just sit here and put 80% of the blame that, oh man, that's the parents. That's bad parenting. That's bad parenting. I'm not going to do it. So Wayne, you, with the little girl, me and you got into it about that. What do you feel here? And I know you didn't. I mean, Mike caught you up good enough. So do you solely put this on the parents?
Yep, put it on the parents. Fear of consequences. I'll keep saying it. Fear of consequences, especially that young, at that age. Yeah, I put it on the parents. As far as the little black girl who murdered her cousin. Again, I say she should do time. I didn't say do the rest of her life. I think 2 years for those young kids who drowned that kid. I think they should have done a little bit more time as well. But they also didn't say if the little girl was going to do time, Mike. They didn't say if she was going to do time or not. She might get 2 years, Mike. Who knows? I mean,
that black girl, if she get 2 years, I'll drive up to Georgia and kneel in front of you.
That's a good point, Wayne. That's a good point because they never said how long she was getting.
Yeah, they never said what they was going to do. It was just a question of debate among the people if she should, do this amount of time. Should she be tried as an adult or what?
Yes,
she
that's
might
why I yelled at you all, not the girl.
Well, I'm just saying. It was a question amongst us. We all said, yeah. I even said about the little kid drowning. Yeah, I think he should do time, and I think the parents should face a civil suit, and they should pay for the rest of their lives. They should pay the parents, man. Yeah.
Oh yeah, hey Wayne, I don't disagree. I don't disagree at all. The parents got to pay civil suit. That's what the mom of this young child said, that they were going after them. That's not my argument. That's not my argument. When I got in trouble, my dad had to pay restitution. I'm the one went in the house and messed it up. My dad didn't have nothing to do with that. I did it, but my dad had to pay for it. So his parents gonna have to pay.
Yeah,
what I am saying is. We are again blaming parents for their bad behavior of kids. Like, so earlier we talked about, I'm like, man, I'm gonna put an air tag on my daughter. And Mike was like, damn, I watched this movie. We're saying that might not be a good idea because it might mess the kids up. So it's like, again, here I am wanting to keep track on my kid to try to make sure that she's staying out of trouble and she's not doing anything bad. But society telling me, oh no, you're gonna mess them up. How is that bad parenting?
Nah, bro. Nah, put that air tag on her, bro.
and for y'all watching in the building, I did turn off the ad rev on this show just because they're gonna hit me regardless. So if y'all would be inclined, just please hit that like button. And if you want to, for $1.99, you can join the channel membership, and you too can use the mic is right little emoticon in the chat, as well as all the other ones.
Hey, let me get an MD real quick.
Yeah, let me. Okay, yeah, MD. Let me see what Juju saying. I don't agree with blaming the parents. Kids do grow into their own personalities. You could be a good parent and have a sadistic kid. I that's all I'm saying. I mean, I don't think no parent, and unfortunately we had to keep using Dahmer.
Outliers, man. Y'all keep talking about outliers, man.
But Wayne, we could only use what we got.
Not on regular cases, bro.
Wayne, Ted Bundy. Then we could only use
outliers.
What we got. Ain't outliers. No parent. The Uncle Sam or Summer Slam guy, the killer clown. You cannot. I'm just saying. I don't think there's no parent that's sitting his kid down and saying, "Hey, you hold them under the water like this until you see their legs shaking." Wayne, I don't think you can't. I'm just saying, me personally, you can't put that on no parent.
Fair enough. All I'm saying to Juju, all I'm saying to you is those are outliers. Majority of the time, when you look at any study, behavior of a child traces back to parenting, whether it's good or bad. Majority cases, I don't care about that. So again, 9 out of 10 times, if you got a good kid who did great in life, bro, they had good parents. They had good background. 9 out of 10 times, you get a kid that's doing some shitty things in life, bro, or mentally messed up, it traces back to bad parenting.
Look what Juju said. We gonna bust your ass tonight, Wayne. No,
bro. Again, outliers, outliers, bro. Outliers. That's all I'm saying. Outliers. Majority of people who do well in life, it goes back to good parenting, bro.
You both are right. Let Kevin talk, because I got to get an MD.
Yeah.
Wait, okay. So hold on, Eddie. Wait, hold on, Kev. Eddie said, when I was out there robbing, that was my choice. I just interviewed Eddie 2 weeks ago, and he was telling about all the crime he was doing. That wasn't his parents teaching him how to do that. He was being a knucklehead. That's all I'm saying,
bro. I saw part of his interview, and his dad was not in his life, bro. He was raised by a single mother.
Yeah,
he was raised by a single mother who passed when he was younger, which could have played a big part of that. Shout out to Eddie Israel. That was a dope interview. Okay. Oh, generalizing. Here we go.
Yeah, Wayne loved the general.
Brother of the show, Eddie Israel.
Yeah. So last thought. Hopefully you have another article, but okay. So no, I don't think you should blame everything on the parents. I think it definitely should be case by case basis, but I think from what we've seen so far, yeah, I'm correct in my thought process, because the videos you shown doesn't say anything that was shown in like the articles that I've been reading, and like all the articles I've been reading gives the extra information. So it's not like he passed away in a lake. He passed away in a burrow pit. So that's like a construction site. So it makes sense to me that there was no foul play at in that scenario. If it's the case that it's like a burrow pit where it's like muddy and there's not enough like gravel or rocks to like, get some footing to get out of that situation. At the same time, it does seem with the articles, it does seem like they admitted to pushing him after an argument, and it makes it seem like he just couldn't get out of the pit, and that's what killed him. So I'm assuming that's what the judge was doing in this situation, was looking at the evidence to see that they were just kids doing what kids do and doing something stupid. I kind of see it the same way, and that's why I disagree with the whole comparison with the 12-year-old, because with the 12-year-old, it's meditated. Like you can't look at the video and say like this is an accident, right? But in this situation, there's no video, there's no evidence, only a confession. You can kind of put things together to see like, okay, these are kids who were messing around in a place that they shouldn't have been, which is why they had like a no trespassing charge. And then an accident happened. We don't know what exactly happened at that time, but because the autopsy says there's no evidence of like foul play, so there's no like bruises or anything, then I'm assuming that's why they went with the 2-year charge, and because they're minors. So that's what I'm seeing.
So Kev, just so we clear, because I know Mike ready to pounce on you.
Well, I want to respond to MD generalization.
Hold on, real quick. But Kev, just to be clear, so you read the article, in which I was going to pull up an article, but yeah, I'm black and slow, so I like to do videos versus. You're saying that the choking was accidental? Is that what you're saying, that he died trying to come out of the rock pit?
No, I'm saying the article says articles, like plural, so multiple ones. They're saying that there's no evidence of like I said, no bruising. There's nothing that shows that there was any anything physical in regards to how he passed away. The only thing the autopsy shows that he just drowned. So they're not really sure how he passed away, other than the fact that he drowned. So we can't really say that he passed away because they were like holding him down or pushing him down. But the lawyer is coming to that conclusion.
I would like to jump on this first.
Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
Mr. MD. Yeah, that was so cute how you gave some of the relevant information that a minimum age for being charged with an adult is 13. But there is a certain thing called the 7 deadly sins, where children under the age can be charged as adult whenever it comes to those voluntary grand slaughter. I'm gonna try to use the other words. Aggravated SA, aggravated sodomy. Dang it, I messed up already. Aggravated molestation, armed robbery, rape, and murder. And last time I checked, this case was called a homicide by the police. You read that in the article too?
Involuntary manslaughter.
No. That's what they charged him with. They ruled it a homicide. That's just the charges they gave him. Now I ask you this. Sir. If 2 grown men are chilling, okay, and one grown man pushes another man, and he slips, and his head hits the edge of a coffee table, is that not a M word? Because I believe causality affects. Doesn't causality stand in a court of law? The reason they gave them charges was so they could get them through the justice system quickly, which is what the judge did. He gave them involuntary manslaughter so he could push them the 2 years and get them done. That's why it went so quickly. Because if he charged them with the other one, the M word, it would have taken longer and they would have dug up more evidence. Now it's over. You can say, there was no evidence that he fought. Come on, bro. If I push you in the water and you can't swim, that's murder. You can call it what you want. If what I do leads to your death, I'll put it another way. If 2 people can be in a car and one person rides by and does a drive-by and they charge the passenger with that death as well, then this kid can be charged with the death as well. Both of them should be the M word, period. Point blank. Go ahead, Wayne.
Address MD real quick, because there's a bunch of comments and I want to hear from Wayne.
That was my address to MD.
Yeah. Oh no. Okay, you just wanted to talk about him bringing up the age in the beginning.
Go ahead to your comments. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No. Go, Wayne.
I was just saying about the generally, if you practice good financial habits, you're good with money. Generally, if you eat well or exercise, you're healthy, or you work out, it shows. So when you talk about generalizing, I'm always trying to generalize. No, I'm just saying in anything, majority rules. I don't do this whole this outlier thing where it's like I'm going to make the smaller percentage the larger percentage like a lot of people do. Generally, if you practice good behavior as parents at home and kids are faced with consequences for their actions, they come out better. Generally, majority of the time. This is studies. There's studies out here that show this. So I don't understand that generalized that comment that he made, but whatever. MD beat MD, man.
So this is why I love these type of shows, and shout out to the panel, because since we've been back, we only been doing this type of stuff. We haven't been doing our regular type of shows, and it shows people love this type of stuff. It just bring out a different side in everybody. You always know Mike.
Anything to keep your mind off of talking about mama. You know how you black men are. Don't talk about my mama.
He's crazy. So Wayne, I like this though, because you get to hear a side from Wayne. And speaking of mama, September 27th, Pour Your Heart Out will be doing Pour Your Heart Out therapy sessions with Dr. Mia. And the topic of that show is a woman presidential candidate. Do you hate her policies, or are you still mad at your mama? Speaking of your mama, are you mad at your mama? Shout out to Jeff H in the building. Let me read, because Juju just typing away here. So Kevin J says, but at this age, hasn't the kid exhibited problematic behaviors that the parents disregard, i.e., torturing cats? We don't know. We don't know that. We don't know that, Wayne. If Wayne, if we read in a report, okay, let's do this, Wayne. Growing up, did you used to put the little string around lizards' necks and choke them?
No, I caught them. I made caves for them, and I would put them in caves. That's what I did.
Did you used to use the magnifying glass and burn ants?
Nope.
Maybe I'm just messed up then.
A little bit. Hey,
maybe it's just me.
It's that block you were on, because I remember they used to tie bottle rockets to lizards and to burning frogs.
Yeah, we were torturous over there, man. Juju says, yes, better environments lead to better circumstances majority of the time, but you can't ignore the sadistic kids coming from good homes too. And there's a bunch of them, Wayne. Cliff says,
hey, fair enough, but those are outliers, bro. Fair enough. I'm not here to debate outliers, though. That's just me.
So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. We literally just making this up, but if you did a test study of 100 kids, 100 kids, and let's say 70 of them turned out to be like really rotten apples. So 70% of them. What's the percentage of them that you think came from a two-parent, decent, loving home? 10. I bet you it's more than 50%.
10. No way.
Nah,
10.
hell no.
10.
Hell
10.
Hell no.
10.
Nah.
10%.
You putting too much on.
So then why do you have lower crime in Asian community, the Indian community, even the African community? Why do you have a lower crime rate? Those communities have
reported on less.
Those communities have strong cultures, strong families backgrounds. You have all type of people involved in those families. Not only mother and father being involved, grandparents are involved, uncles are involved. They have a whole community of people sometimes living under one roof. One roof. Why do we have so much crime in black culture when we have a higher number of single parents and even in white culture? Because you got a lot of these parents, even though they are together in two-parent homes, can be trashy too. But but again, the numbers are say if you have a strong parent background, you have two strong parents living together, 9 out of 10 times that kid come out a solid kid in society. It's that's just what it is. I'm telling you. And I know this as, mentoring black boys since I was in college, bro. 9 out of 10 times those kids who screwed up, you trace it back to their parents. It's the parents. Even if they're in a two-parent home, the dad could be a cuck. The mom could be a cunt. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, sometimes it can be that, but majority of the time, when you get good kids come out of, it's the parenting, bro. Period. I'm telling you, it's the parenting.
Mike, I can't see a damn
outliers all y'all
want.
want. I'm not here to argue the outlier stuff. The majority of the time, the kids come out better when you got a good foundation of parents at home. Thank you. Thank you, Jeff. Accountability. Thank you.
Shout out to Jeff H in the building. Welcome to the Straight Talk Society.
If a child allegedly committed one of the below offenses, the case automatically starts in adult court. 7 deadly sins. And that's Georgia.
It was an accident, Mike.
So let me
they charged them with involuntary. That don't make it an accident.
Ricardo says there's a difference between knuckleheading and just plain being a prick. But again, though, like I don't relate that to the parents. Juju says blaming the parent for everything already showing you don't want your kid to hold no
at a certain age. No, at a certain age. Come on now, kid. No, come on. I mean, I'm just saying, at a certain age, you got to look at the parenting. I mean, you know, even if they get a little older, but I'm just saying, you trace bad behavior all the way back to the parenting majority of the time. That's just what it is.
Hey, Trevor, I want to apologize. I thought you were saying that the parents had no culpability in the case, but you were talking about the child and the child's actions. That's why I said I thought you were wrong, because they were helping to cover up what occurred, the killing, the murder, not involuntary, because it ain't involuntary to push a kid in water. But I digress. I don't want Kevin to say the same thing he said. It didn't make sense the first time.
Duran says who was supervising them? Nobody, unfortunately. Duran, they was out there. Juju's again. She in here tonight. That's a big problem. A kid who blames everything on the parent is already a walking failure. MD says young Master Kev with the relevant data. Oh, now you and Kev friends again. Ricardo says, Kev, but where did that kid get the know-how and knowledge to off somebody with full intent? He probably saw it on TV. Juju again, yeah, that depends on state by state situation. MD saying that's not true. I don't know who he's talking to, because I'm so far back in the comments that he could have been responding at that time. Juju said homicide means the person was killed. Of course, it's a homicide. All right. Let's see what Eddie Israel. That's true, Wayne. My mom would beat me senseless. Children will make their own choices at the end of the day. Let me see. Oh, MD wants. Hey, MD wants you. Oh my God, when is the debate? Wayne is man babbling.
Yo, I don't know what it is, but Monday MD and Kevin Ben Chambati. I don't know what something wrong with them.
And MD ends it off with saying Mike is wrong. So I'm guess he's talking about.
You.
I guess he's talking about when you just showed the 7 deadly sins.
That was Georgia law, sir.
All right,
but you know better than lawyers.
Well, MD already told you he know more than Florida educators, so I wouldn't
Georgia
put it.
Lawyers. That was a
No,
Georgia
but I'm
lawyer.
saying so he absolutely think he know more than the lawmakers.
Hey, the words you said was think, sir. Think.
So let's man. Wow.
Take that blasphemy off the screen.
We gotta breeze through. We gotta breeze through this last one. Like I said, we had the goofy show, but it had to pivot. So let's get into this last one just because it's so relevant, and we'll end off with this. Yeah, we got 30 minutes because I gotta be out of here by 8. So let me bring
like
this
in the
up.
chat. Put the like in the chat. There's only 5. There's a bunch of y'all in here.
Yeah, man, y'all make sure and hit. Yeah, y'all make sure and hit that like button, man. But I mean, that don't cost you a dime. Like the video and share the video just so it'll push us out on everybody's feed. That's all. That's all I'm asking you to do. Let's bring up this video. Damn, I didn't see this video 8 minutes, man. I think this is a full thing though. Damn, I'm hitting the wrong button. Oh boy.
All this mic is right. It's throwing you off. I understand.
And just so everybody know, if you weren't here in the beginning, November 7th, that's a Monday. I haven't scheduled the show yet, but that's when we will be doing the Baby Boy show because Kev did watch it. So that's all we were waiting for. We will finally be doing the Baby Boy show that we were supposed to do from January. So we'll be doing that November 7th, not next week. Next week is Labor Day. We will be off next week. But the following Monday, we'll be doing the Baby Boy show.
You mean September 7th?
Yeah. What I said, November?
You trying to take us to Christmas that fast? I ain't got no money, man.
So MD says I'll bring it out tomorrow. Oh, so MD must be doing the thought. No, he probably will bring it out on Tate Fist Politics. Yeah, be sure to tune in to Tate Fist Politics tomorrow night at 6:30. All right, let's get to this video so we can get out of here. Y'all all seen it. Everybody's seen it. It's been going around. I may have to stop some.
See my situation and not think that I'm not high function.
What situation?
See my situation. That's a very vague question, and it's for you
What
to
situation are you referring to?
Hold on. I agree with Eddie Israel. There's 15 in the building and 13 likes. That means the 2 people that didn't hit the like button are just probably people that's trying to hate to get clips so they could go report on their struggling ass channels.
It's 14 now, so it's just one person hating.
Yeah, y'all just make sure and hit the damn like button. That's all I'm asking. So this is the Cam Newton thing and some doctor. I don't know who this doctor is, but everybody's talking about it. So obviously we got to talk about it too. So here we go.
To that they're looking at and thinking is not high function?
Just my life.
Your life entirely, or your life in relationships?
My life.
See, don't deflect. Let's stay here. Your life entirely, or your life in relationships?
Both, really.
Let me know
And
if
they
y'all
think
want me
that
to
you're
stop
low
it.
functioning.
No, I don't.
You just said people see your life and think you're not high functioning. The opposite of that would be low functioning.
No. Okay, so here you go. You're trying to take my intentions away from this. Can I correct it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Or can I give you more?
Yes, more information. Heck yeah.
So, I'm not married, right? I have beautiful children.
How many?
8.
Damn.
I didn't do my research. I thought it was 4, but 8. Okay.
No, baby.
Cool.
It's
By how
8.
many women?
3. And this is the kicker. I want more. Now.
By multiple women?
So I don't know. I don't want to have any copyright issues, so I will stop it, from time to time. Shout out to Dr. Mia in the building. Shout out to Johnny Bravo. So Dr. Mia saying Dr. Brian. So pretty sure she knows who this is. So y'all, anything right now is so what does Nick Cannon have? I didn't know he has so many. I didn't know Cam Newton has so many kids.
Nick Cannon has 11.
Woo! By how many women?
Whoa.
By, I think 7, maybe.
So he had a set
between
of
7 and 9. I know
he
he
has
got
some
the
twins in
with
there.
Mariah.
Okay, he had twins with Mariah. All right.
Mariah.
So like I said, I just had to stop this just because I don't want any copyright issues.
Yeah, he has 12 kids.
Can I correct it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Or can I give you more?
Yes, more information. Heck yeah.
So, I'm not married, right? I have beautiful children.
How many?
8.
I didn't do my research. I thought it was 4, but 8. Okay.
No, baby.
Cool.
It's
By how
8.
many women?
3. And this is the kicker. I want more. Now.
By multiple women? What's the intent?
I just want God
about
to
your
bring
wife?
him. I just want God to bring him.
Oh, okay. And you just
because my point is this. My desire to get married is lower than my fear of divorce. So, as you had said, Dr. Brian, you said it, I didn't say it, I will agree. I'm just taking my time.
You're not taking your time.
I am, though.
You're being very action-based. You're not taking your time. You're being very action-based.
I'm taking my time.
You're being very action-based. You have 8 kids with 3 different women.
Yes.
You are creating, procreating, and multiplying. That is not taking your time. You're being very selectively active. Okay? So you're creating, in disclaimer, the kids are innocent, they are beautiful and amazing. Anything I say has nothing to do with them babies, because I can't wait to be a mom, and I love the kids, period. But you are proactively choosing where you want to be active at and where you want to take your time. You want to take your time in having a wife because of your own fears. But you will, and I say this with all respect and love, what I'm about to say next, okay, Cam? But you will selfishly create broken families, even if you're in their life and you're a proactive father, and I believe you're an amazing daddy. I can only imagine with.
All right, let's stop right there. So first of all, what I don't like is how she is now gonna, and Dr. Mia's in the chat. I know she gonna cuss at me, but whatever. I don't like how she is all of a sudden just trying to psychoanalyze this guy like, oh no, you're not doing that. That's not what you're doing. You're creating broken families. How? What law is there that says you have to be married?
Would you like me to respond?
Go ahead.
All right.
Blame the man. Good job, Mike.
I am a fair arbiter of incorrectness because Mike is right. It's my whole platform. A broken home is a home that does not have the mother and father in it. That's the basic definition. And I tell people all the time, I think Nick Cannon is a great father. I see the stuff he does. I've never seen him ask his kid's name and he forgets one. I've never seen it. That doesn't mean he can't physically be there for all those kids. He can't physically be the dad he could be for all those kids. It's impossible. It's humanly impossible. Physics are real, so he can't.
So what if he had 8 kids all with the same woman and he still wasn't there?
That once again, see, the difference is it's one house in one state. One house, one state, one place. It's still a broken home, but it's one place. So I don't have to drive to Atlanta and then drive to Athens and then go to Connecticut. They're all here.
So you can have the broken home, just have it in one broken home versus multiple. Even though Cam Newton is not like us, and I mean we do pretty good for ourselves, but I doubt those kids want for anything.
See, we're not gonna move the goalpost, sir. I didn't say those kids were wanting.
Hey, we having a conversation. Let's have a conversation.
But, hey, every time I talk like that, y'all tell me I'm moving the goalpost.
Now we be telling you to just speed it up. That's what we be doing. Come on, let's have a conversation.
If I stop gotten in the
let's have a conversation, Mike.
I would love to. I would love to.
Let that man talk.
Thank you, sir. Just because you can pay for everything, there's two totally different things. Paying for everything isn't being a parent. I tell people that all the time. When a man pays child support, that means he's not a deadbeat. You can't call him a deadbeat, but that doesn't make him a father. That doesn't make him a parent. That makes him the birth guy. He's the guy who was there. He gave sperm and he gave enough provisions for that child to be reared as successfully as possible. But he's not a dad. He's not there. He's not hitting. Like I have to get every couple Sundays, my daughter does a dance in church. Do I want to go? No. Do I go? Yes. Why? Because for some strange reason, my baby likes to see me there. She stands up on the stage and do I think it's goofy? Yes. I don't think she's gonna be dancing for a career, but does that make her feel good? Yes. So
would that make you less of a dad if you didn't go?
Yes. Because being a dad is about being there. But Dr. Mia says this. No, that's not Dr. Mia. It's the other woman that I tell you who I hold in that high esteem. That you know what I'm talking about, right? Okay. She used to tell me all the time when I would go to her and say, I don't think I'm being as good a dad as I could be. She would tell me, Michael, there's only so much you can do, but one thing you can control is making memories. The one thing you can control is being there. And if my child is 12 years old and she goes, man, I remember that time daddy sent me that video when I was 12 and he recorded it. I remember that time we went to the whatever Six Flags. That's like how old I am. I remember that time we went to Aquatica. I remember that time we did this. I remember that time. She has memories. She might not remember all of them, but something's going to get through. Something's going to get through. It's not going to be daddy showed up once every 5 months and did some baller stuff and then disappeared. There's a difference. Now, don't get me wrong.
You making that up though, Mike. You really making that up. You don't know that though. You don't know that.
Sir, I know how I feel as an adult, what I went through as a child. I'm a different dude. I'm the type of dude that would tell my mom not to come to my games because I think I can't hit the ball great when you're there. But as an adult, I was happy she was there. I was mad I struck out twice and ground out, but I was happy she was there. You can act like you're different, and everybody here can act like they're different. You wanted your parent there. You might have gotten to a point where you pushed it aside and you feel like it don't affect you. That's the same thing as men that are molested by women saying, man, it was a girl.
Exactly,
It didn't really bother me.
So hold on, because I want Wayne and Kev to get in here. Don't lose your thought though, because I had this same situation last night. I spent yesterday watching 4+ hours of AEW, which I'm going to eviscerate that show come Wednesday. And my daughter was out with her friend all day. She came home and she was like, "Daddy, can we watch SmackDown?" I'm like, "No, I don't want to watch SmackDown because I just spent like 4 to 5 hours watching wrestling already. I don't want to watch the old SmackDown." And in her mind, I was telling her, "I don't want to spend time with you." That's not what I said. I said, "I just don't want to watch SmackDown." So I just asked her a question. I said, "If me not watching SmackDown with you, how does that make you? Does that make you feel like I'm not spending time with you when I'm right here?" And then she just looked at me like, "No, but I want to just watch SmackDown." So you're talking about divvying up time, and I get it. 8 kids, that's a lot of damn kids. But if all the kids were in the same house, you still think all them kids was going to get the exact same time? And not for nothing, I may not believe what I'm saying. I'm just saying this because I want to have a conversation. And Wayne, I'm one of them shocked that Wayne's so quiet on this. But do you think if all 8 kids in the house together, they still going to get the same amount of time together? One won't be favored over the other?
Of course not. But
nobody said that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, of course not. But yeah, with Cam Newton, I mean, shoot, I'm not gonna lie, with this chick, I zoned out in the middle of what she was saying. But even though I barely know what she said, I agree with everything she said. With this dude is out of his damn mind. I'm kind of sick of these fake woke dudes talking, or fake spiritual dudes talking about like, "Oh, Queen, I want to experience you on a higher vibration." Nigga, get your ass out of here, boy. You just this dude talking about like
game, Kevin. That's game.
Anyways,
that doctor says she don't have no kids. He want to put another one in her. Hey, Wayne, what you got before I hit play? Hold on. Oh, Mike, answer this question from MD though. MD says, by Mike's definition, I'm not a dad.
I answered it. I have no.
Okay, I didn't see that.
I will not talk about somebody. I don't know enough about his situation. We're talking in generalities. I will say he knows that if he could afford to give them the life he's given them and be there, he would choose to be there. Because everybody knows being there is better.
So the voice of reason, Kevin J says, wait, he said, "Kev, you take 1 step forward, 2 steps back." The voice of reason, Kevin J says, as the sons mature, the absence of their father's active presence can pose significant challenges in their adult lives as they come to realize the lack of validation from their father. I listen. Y'all know my wedding story when my dad told me he was proud of me and kissed me on my forehead, and that was at the age of 33. That's when I got my seal of approval from him. So,
hey, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Is that a great memory for you?
Absolutely, I'll never forget it.
Now, imagine if you had 4 more like it.
I don't disagree. I know
you don't. You on team Mike is right. You just don't want to be. You on my squad. You got a shirt.
Wayne. That's what we need to do. A Mike is right shirt. Wayne, what you got?
Whoa. I didn't finish my thought.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
No, you're good. But yeah, you guys understand how I feel. So yeah, this guy's a bombaclat. He's talking out his ass.
He can't be a bombaclat. You are not Jamaican.
Okay, he's a idiot. But anyways, yeah, she's correct in what she's saying. Like he's talking like, and he's basically lying to himself, and he's bringing God into this. But yeah, she got it right when she's saying that he's acting on his actions based off fear, as opposed to actually doing this right and actually thinking about the consequences of his actions. So yeah, you guys are definitely right. There's no way he's going to be able to take care of 8 kids and be a great husband to 3 other wives and 3 other baby moms and be able to have a successful marriage without any issues having. And yeah, it's not about like the stuff. It's not about, giving money and taking care of food and stuff like that. It's about, just making the memories and being like that role model. because what type of role model are you showing to your sons and daughters that yeah, my dad's just because my dad's rich and just because I have money means I can, do all type of messed up effery with whoever I claim that I love, etc. So yeah, there's some clown behavior. Although I would applaud him if he was like Nick Cannon, because at least Nick Cannon is being honest about his situation. I'm pretty sure this dude is just lying. I am 100% sure he's lying to these women, lying to his kids, lying to us, lying to his interviewer. And yeah, if people want to have Polly, just have Polly. Like just be right about it,
Great point, Cliff. Are you blaming Cam Newton for telling the truth of the people that sleep with him, knowing the outcome? Great.
See, this is the problem with Cliff. That's
Great
the problem
point.
with Cliff. That's what's wrong with Cliff. No. That's the problem
Half
with Cliff.
listening.
Because only Cliff would put an or in something when they're both wrong. Because he wants to make they're both wrong, Cliff. They're both wrong. I never stood here and said those women made sense. I say all the time when we bring up Future. I say from Sierra down to the last woman are all idiots. Once a man got 3 kids he ain't taking care of, if you sign up to have between 4 and 10, it's on you. I blame them, and I also blame Cam for being a whore. They're 2 different subjects. Only Cliff would say something silly like that. And hey, lastly, and I'm gonna shut up because Wayne hasn't said a word. Lastly, if you have two people sitting down and they're both at least somewhat intelligent and they're not yelling and they're making good points both ways, if you have one person that never gives an inch, that's the person that's the problem. I promise you. You hear how Cam deflects and moves and no, I said that, but what I meant was that's the problem. That's why people get mad when me and Dr. Mia start talking, because Dr. Mia makes a point that makes sense and I acquiesce, because that's what you do when you respect the person you're talking to. And they come at Wayne with that, thinking Wayne is that way. Wayne ain't that way either. Wayne listens to sense. He just doesn't, he's not going to act like goofiness doesn't exist. That's what Wayne is. I understand Wayne. But he's my black line for a reason. I let him take the center for a reason. I'm a green line. I'm on the corner with the glasses. Because when you're talking to someone that has a sensible mind that actually have a discussion, they can give when you say something correct. Anyone that just deflects, they're the problem. I'm gonna mute up. Go ahead, Wayne.
Well, I don't have a lot to say because this is just basic feminism BS. Why does this interview even needs to exist? Cam Newton is not even an average black man. He doesn't even make the average salary that black
exactly.
Man. He doesn't even make the average black man don't have 8 children by 3 different women, bro. Exactly. This is just black feminism, woke mommy waving the finger at black men. This bullshit. Take this. This is why I ain't saying nothing. Because this ain't, and look at Dr. Mia and everybody coming in the chat, ready to look and see who's gonna wave at Cam Newton and the black men and wave
exactly.
Out of
Dr.
here.
Mia said I hold the women accountable.
Get this BS out of here, man. Go interview LeBron James. Go interview Steph Curry, black men who doing great with families, who makes millions of dollars, who making great investment. Give us a good depiction of great black men doing great black things. Y'all been doing this crap for centuries. You're going to get Cam Newton.
I agree.
First of all, let's just be clear here. Okay, there are more black women who got children than black men. So what does that tell you? It's black women that's dropping the children from different men more than there are black men dropping different kids from different women. There are more black men married than black women. Period.
I don't disagree.
This is just black feminist mama waving the finger at the ignorant black man. This is just propaganda BS. That's why I don't pay attention to this crap.
Hey, let me get to
Hey, wait. He invited her to his podcast though.
But then you got Nick Cannon. It's just like she's waving the finger at. Go get Erykah Badu. Have the same conversation with Erykah Badu. Go get Erykah Badu. Go get the chicks who's sleeping with the young basketball players who's on her third baby mama. Go sleep with go get Ciara. Go get the chick who's the chick who slept with who got a baby by Bow Wow, this rapper, and then an athlete. Go interview them. Then we could talk. Man, get out of here with this. I don't even pay attention to this goofy stuff. That's why I don't let. That's why I'm saying I'll never let a black woman sit me down and wave her finger at me on some bullshit, and she ain't calling black women to. This is just bull crap.
I don't disagree.
Hey, listen again. That's why Man Talk Monday is the flagship show of the Straight Talk Society. You will not find any. I bet you of all the shows going on right now on YouTube, ain't nothing better than this. Nothing. I promise you. So y'all make sure and get the word out. Let me finish this. Getting through this.
Your presence and knowing you thus far, but these families are still broken. Every child cannot have Papa in the house with them. So some child, if not all will end up with some kind of deficit without daddy being there. Now, you chose to do that. I'm not saying you sat there and woke up one morning and said, I want to be selfish today, so I'm going to go make a baby. Not saying that at all. But those are selfish acts at the expense of your fear. So at what point do you feel the fear, do it anyways? And yeah, that is a low functioning behavior. To say that I am going to create these homes. Let me go better. I'm going to build these houses and put kids and these beautiful women and kids in them, but I ain't going to create a home in them. I'm going to wait till I dissipate my fear to find a wife where I'm still going to be fearful with, because there's no such thing as not having some type of nerve or some type of feeling.
I don't like that, man. I don't like that.
Don't like what?
How do you know at the time? And I don't know these women. My wife sent me a picture of one of the women that he got pregnant because she's on a show that we watch. I'm like, oh my goodness, I didn't know he was messing around with her. But and she makes jokes of being the third baby mama, so that's even funnier. But again, how do you know at the time he was knocking these women up, he wasn't just in love with them? How do you don't know that? So to say, oh, you're just dropping babies and making these homes with these beautiful women, but there's a deficit. How you know that at the time, for that matter, you could say that about any person with multiple kids from different parents. That's a reason why I say I would never mess with a woman that have multiple kids. That is a reason why I say that, because they could have been in love at the time, but I just see it as, nah, bro, you out here having all these kids with other people. Come on, man. It's 20.
Being in love is cool, but we're adults, so responsibility takes charge. You can be in love with all of them. That doesn't mean you have to procreate with them before you're married. Now, I'm not.
Mike, get them.
Hey, no. Let me finish. Does it happen? Yes. Does it happen more than once? Yes. Once and it's the same thing I tell women. Once you on your third kid from your third BD, you might want to slow down a bit. That's all I say that to women all the time. I gotta say it to men. He knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. He knew he wasn't gonna marry them.
Mike, statistically, he'll probably end up married. They won't.
Oh, I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying he's being irresponsible. Are they being irresponsible too? Hell yes. More so, because they got the kid they got to raise. It's foolishness. I'm just saying I can't live in this world where I blame women and then don't blame guys when they do dumb stuff. That's what Wayne is saying. Wayne is saying the world don't come at women like they do at men. That's what he got a problem with. And I cannot disagree with him, because I don't see it. As soon as we talk about women, every other woman comes up, no. And that's why I exist. Because I'm like, yes. Just like what's that Method Man and Red Man movie?
What, How High?
How High. You remember? No. Yes, heifer. It's you. You're the problem. But I can't in good conscience say that, knowing who I am, and not come at him the same way. Now, is the society show it the same? No. And that's what I feel Wayne's problem is. He don't like that they only get on their soapbox when it's a man. When it's a woman, they all quiet in the corner.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, that's my point. That's why I don't pay attention to this mumbo jumbo. That's why some women want to tune in. Oh,
I love
finally,
Angry
they
Wayne.
get ready to hold a black man to the fire on Man Talk Monday. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you do. I'm not gonna do it. It's been going on for centuries.
Guess what, Wayne?
Get out of here.
I bet Dr. Mia agrees with you. I bet Moon, she might not say it in the chat, but Moon agrees with you. I think Juju, I think the women that we respect agree with you. They might not like your tone, which is what annoys me, but they agree with the words you're saying because they're not nonsensical women. They're not fools. Them the idiot, like Kevin tries to say. They know. They see these low vibrational women just like we do. And I think they live in a little world where just because the women that they're around aren't scumbag whores, that they feel like that's not women. But I tell you, as a man that has bumped into a few scumbag whores in his life,
There she go. There she go. There she
I don't
go.
know they're whores, bro. What are you talking about?
There she go. There she go.
Whores too, Kev.
The women have been
I do.
on.
The women have been on Jerry for decades. Hey, I'm not mad at that, but that Jerry was seen as slumlord women. What Wayne is saying is it's not just the scat women, it's all women.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Wayne.
No, that's a reference Jerry Springer made. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here.
I gotta stop talking for Wayne. Let Wayne get his it off.
That's a reference Jerry Springer show. Get out of here. Yeah. You're talking about policies that's been put in place because groups of women, black and white, especially black, has been saying black men are deadbeats, child support, custody. Men can't even win in family court because of women get on national platforms for decades and decades talk about how black men ain't shit. Like, get out of here. Get out of here with that crap.
Let me ask you this, Wayne.
Look up Erica Mena. Go ahead, Wayne. Go ahead, Kev.
Let me ask you this, Wayne.
Go ahead.
When it comes to all 8 of those children, you think he's changing them diapers? Who's changing them diapers? Who's feeding them? Who's taking care of them, coddling them, letting them know their father will come back, even though he's coming back with other women? Who's doing that?
I know Mr. Polly not talking.
Who made the choice? Who made the choice to continue to have children from that man, knowing his situation, knowing that he got other children, knowing he's been straight up honest about what he want to do with his life and his direction, knowing all of that? Who sat down and laid there, opened up their legs, said, "Yeah, Cam, you got 5 babies over here, and I know you not trying to get married because he's an open and honest guy. He's saying the same thing on this show. I will still open my legs up to you. Not going to require marriage. Not going to require that you're in the house with my children. I'm going to open up my legs to you, drop your baby. Why? Because you are worth millions. Stop acting like women don't run plays. Get out of here."
My man, you heard this interview, right? He said God told him to have babies. He's not even taking responsibility of having kids. He's saying God is telling him to have kids before.
Well, God did say be fruitful and multiply.
Exactly. That's probably what he meant. That's probably what he meant.
That's not what he said.
Jesus Christ.
You see, and this is what I'm saying. That's what I said before. Men be lying just to get some cooch. Men lie to get.
And looking at Dr. Mia agreeing with Wayne. Look, she had to come around.
I told you.
She had to come around. Y'all be acting like y'all hate when we say so much.
I told you, Wayne and Dr. Mia are not far on the spectrum. I told you.
Man,
some of these niggas need to get exposed. I'm sorry.
See, she got her hand up. Let them know, Mia. Mia ain't no fool.
All right, let me hurry up and get through this. We got like
somebody who you're spending your life with, and then I'm gonna build a home with her, while all these other beautiful babies have houses. That's completely unfair and it's selfish.
Just tell me when I can solve.
Yeah, almost. That's completely unfair and that's selfish. And so, yes, you're taking your time in this department, but you're not taking your time in this department, which means you're compartmentalizing. And compartmentalizing never works. Compartmentalizing hurts everybody involved. Everybody who's in this box and that box and this box and that box and this box. And then here you go over here trying to figure out what box you're going to feed or entertain or do. Then you're looking outside to figure out who's your next victim to put in the box. It's unhealthy. And it's a huge dysfunction within our Black community that I truly believe personally, statistically, mental health-wise, and community-wise, that Black men would stop.
Black men will what?
Stop doing that, that they would stop that dysfunctional behavior of compartmentalizing.
Look at her. She's
and creating
putting it out there that
houses.
it's Black men. See, look, that's what I'm saying. Even as a doctor,
Black men.
Even as a doctor, she's goofy and pandering. She's pandering. Even as a doctor with a degree, she's pandering to that woke, Black feminist, goofy stuff. That's why I don't pay attention to these type of shows. She's specifically saying Black men have a problem. And again, statistically, Black women have more children than Black men in the Black community. What does that tell you? Black women are dropping babies like flies. There are more childless Black men than there are childless Black women, sir.
Way more.
Way more.
And Wayne, let me ask you this question. If we ask, let's use Mike's term, modern women. If we ask 100 modern women right now, would you rather be married or have a baby by a baller? What do you think they're going to say?
The statistic shows it. It's showing it right here. It's telling you right here. Nick Cannon, Cam Newton. It's telling you. Right, for Future. It's telling you.
Camardi, 14 kids, 8 women.
They're telling you that they don't care about marriage. They don't care about family structure. They don't care about none of that. They don't care about the culture. They don't care about the greater good. They don't care about the Bible. They don't care about what's good in God's eyes. They don't care about none of that. She knows that. Dr. Chewy Bryant knows that, and she refused to say that. She want to make it seem like it's Black men. Get out of here. The numbers don't even say that. Don't even prove this stuff to be right, to be true.
Wayne, you're wrong. They do care about it when they don't get their check.
Boom. There it is.
Y'all bugging. If Prime Rihanna said, Wayne, come nut in me, and I'll take care of you for life. Although I'm going to have other men on the side. You telling me you wouldn't take that offer?
Hell no.
See what I'm saying, Kevin?
That's goofy, Kev.
Come on, Kevin.
Hell no.
You better than that.
Hell
You better
no.
than that. You better than that, Kevin.
Way better.
Maria G says, do you want to be married to one man with 3 kids or have 3 baby daddies? And so Dr. Mia brings it up, and nobody disagrees with this. Can we address the fact that monogamy was never the framework?
You know my problem is with that? And I'm going to say this and I'm going to shut up. Everybody speaking about poly life, a lot of you Negroes are not going to get chosen. A lot of you dudes thinking you the man and you're going to have 3, 4. A lot of y'all going to be there's going to be a lot of them Cam Newtons and them Futures who going to have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 women, and you going to be at home eating your TV dinner. I know you like to think like, yeah, let's all have a bunch of women. You ain't them dudes. I'm not them dudes. I might pull 1. I'm not pulling 3. Now let Kevin live in his dream world where he gonna pull whatever he pull. Hey, I love you, brother. If you can pull it off, I'll be at your wedding. You know I will.
Hey, at the end of the day, everybody got to go home with somebody.
You feel me? I ain't mad, but
I got a question for you.
Most of y'all dudes ain't pulling 2, 3 girls. You can't keep them happy. You know how hard it is to keep one woman happy? Man, but go ahead, Kev.
Let me ask you this, Mike. You know who Stephen Hawking is, right?
Stephen Hawking, yes.
That nigga was a quadriplegic.
Correct.
He was stuck in a wheelchair, couldn't move, couldn't even lift his dick probably. And guess what?
Okay.
But he had bread out of this world.
He had bread out this world. And he had status. He was the smartest man on the planet. Women love status.
That tells you that.
What status do you have, Kevin, to make 2 women go, ooh, Kevin's Hercules?
Nigga, I'm on a Straight Talk Society podcast. What you talking about?
That's right.
What you talking about, bro?
Boom. That's a bomb right there. That's a bomb right there.
I don't argue with that.
I done destroyed your whole theory, bro. If he's able to, like I said, he's a quadriplegic.
I'm gonna let you have that for one reason. No, you didn't. But I'm gonna let you have that for one reason, because I am too. So I'm gonna let you ride. Go ahead, my G.
Man, funny. This man is a that man was a quadriplegic. That means he is in a situation where he's the most unattractive thing on the planet, but he had the access to other women to cheat on his wife, and his wife was still loyal.
He's rich and has status. That's what you're not taking. Women love status. They love status. They love provisions, and they love the thought that they don't have to work. That's what modern women love. If you get a baby by somebody with those things, you start automatically. Matter of fact, I'll tell y'all this. Have you ever heard of what women think a housewife is? If you ask them what a housewife is, they think it means waking up at 11 o'clock, going to get your nails done. That's not what a housewife is. A housewife works in the house. It's a woman who makes sure her man he wakes up and all he has to do is eat the food that's already made, get dressed in the clothes that's already ironed, and get in the car that's already started up and warm for him. Those women don't want that. They don't want that. They want to have nannies to do their work. They want other people to do, and they want to live in a lap of luxury. That's what modern women think being a housewife is. If you think I'm lying, ask them.
That's why when you ask who's changing the diapers, none of them.
Exactly. The nanny's changing the diapers. The nanny.
So okay, so basically you're agreeing with me because you're saying as long as you meet a certain criteria, it don't matter what. Apparently, it don't matter how you look, how you are, you can get access to women. Is what you're saying, based off your logic. Okay, then.
Yes.
Don't come on this podcast downplaying men, including me, who have dreams of having 2 wives and 8 kids, maybe 4, possibly, and saying it's not gonna happen. You talking about eating potato chips in my room on a microphone in the dark, and you're trying to downplay my dream as if that can't happen or other people's dream.
I've never told you it can't happen. I said the majority of men it won't happen because status is elite for a reason. Status isn't something that, like, okay, you said, I don't even want to hate it because I really love the line, but maybe in Brevard County, me and you got a little pull because we doing this. If we go to California, they're going to be giggling and be like, what, you ain't on Joe Budden podcast. If you don't shut up.
So it's relative.
You have to
relative,
we go to Miami, they're going to laugh at us. You want to, you got to, I'll send you a little cute podcast. Key. Holla back at me when you
it's
get
relative.
a million.
Yep, relative. I could be a soccer dad, and all the fine soccer moms think I got the pull because I'm so great with the kids and stuff like that. That's status that you're talking about. So yes, I can have
That's enough status to get sex. That's not enough status to get 2 women to agree to be your concubines.
Hey, Mike, answer this question real quick. MD says, who created the idea of status?
White supremacy.
Questions.
White supremacy.
Oh, this nigga. Bro, okay.
Dr. Mia says the white women had nannies. Kevin J says, but the men want 10s all around. That I mean, we'll settle.
That's not true, Kevin
Yeah,
J.
that's not true. That's not true at all.
Women who want 10s. Women want 10s. Even the 2 women think they deserve 10s. And it's the 10s that's smashing them and getting the baby, i.e. the person we're talking about in this story right now. That's why every rapper you see, they first baby mama ugly and the rest of them fine. Because before they had the status, they had enough to bang up a chick. And then once they got the money, they banged all the chicks. Because once the women start seeing the chains, they gonna jump on the bandwagon. They gonna jump on that pony. You feel?
Bro, if Leroy and Tyrone can smash a bunch of thoughts in the neighborhood and have multiple kids and baby moms, I don't see why a nigga with a little bit of clout can do it. I don't.
You're moving the goalpost. I didn't say you can't get a chick pregnant. I said to have 2 women commit to you. Those are totally different things. I got a baby mama. I got 3 other women that wanted me to get them pregnant. Matter of fact, everybody in this chat has seen a girl throw coochie at me this week, and I refused it. That don't mean I can have 2 women that'll sit down and be my wives. That's different.
How do you know?
You're moving the goalposts. Because I don't have the status. Because if I knew, I wouldn't be single, Kevin. That's how I know.
See, you're downplaying how great you are, and that's what I can't accept that.
I love you too, my brother. I love you too.
MD says status is objective based on social norms. So let's we gotta move this along because Lil
I'm
Mama
sorry.
then came in and giving me the wrap up. Monday Night Raw is upon us. So
Hey,
let me
Monday Night Raw, making more memories every Monday, huh?
yeah. Let me
Yeah, you agree with Mike.
let me get through. We got what, 4 minutes left.
Not homes, and then finally a home with the wife. And then you have all these other houses that are homeless. But you over here, at some point when you do get a wife, if you do, I'm saying if that's what you want, you will. You'll get whatever you want. You're trying to create a home. Totally dysfunctional and extremely, that's the epitome of selfish. Epitome of selfish. I'm done. You can go for
Okay,
it.
say less. All right, so what identifies as a broken home?
What you have going on with these, whoever you're not in the house with, is a broken home. It's called a blended family. It's called a blended family.
That means?
That the family is blended. So blended
So
means,
blended means broken.
yeah.
Okay, so the guy that you were entertaining, you would go as low as 26.
That I would entertain?
Yes.
Got it, okay.
And as high as what age?
Whatever man that doesn't have kids.
As high as?
Whoever doesn't have kids, whatever age he is with no kids.
I just.
No, that's the age. I'm saying I don't have an age range as far as how old. If he has no kids,
So your
he's a candidate.
non-negotiable is a person who does not have children.
My non-negotiable is a person with kids, but yes, I get how you're saying it, yes.
So you cannot date a person. You cannot be with a person.
I can, but I'm choosing not to.
So.
I can be with anyone, but I'm choosing not to.
You're.
I gotta correct it. It's my narrative, Cam.
You're
I
like
can,
jumping in,
I
jumping out. It's either.
Cam. No, it's not I can't. There's no such thing. I can date whoever I want. I am definitely well equipped to do so.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna allow that word to be something that fits what I can't do. I'm well equipped to date anybody.
Yes.
My preference,
Yes.
because there's nothing wrong with a lot of men who have kids, so I don't wanna put that narrative out there.
Yes.
My personal preference is I would not choose to date a man with kids.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're dating a man with kids. Just a scenario.
Oh, okay, got it. Yes.
You're dating a man with kids.
Yes.
So you've identified that that's a broken home from the jump. With your verbiage of blended family means broken.
I've identified that I'm dating a broken man who is creating who he is, because we could teach what we know, we create who we are. And so broken people create brokenness, whether it's through a child, whether it's through a relationship, whether it's through themselves. It doesn't have to be a beautiful baby, but you're creating brokenness. And broken people can come from married households. I'm not saying that a two-parent household can't create the result of a child.
All right, so what the hell are we talking about there? I gotta stop this right here because she going around in circles now. She don't want to date a guy.
She was about to hang herself.
Yeah, she don't want to date a guy with kids, but then she turn around and say a guy with kids is a broken man. Like how? And but then in the same breath, she comes back and says, "Oh, broken people could come from two-parent house." Get out of here! I'm done, man. I got to get out of here, man. And Maria G even says that this is getting exhausting.
Yeah,
It's very.
Yeah, I saw it coming.
Yeah, sometimes you listen to these.
This is why because Cam, if anybody, if she'd have interviewed Mike would have ate her alive. But go ahead. All right. And she's a doctor. She's a doctor. She's still goofy.
I love it when he says goofy, bro. I love it.
Man, we gotta get out of here, man. 2.5 hours. We had like 2 minutes left, but we gotta go. I gotta go spend time with a little one, and I gotta eat dinner. Oh man, Wayne, so glad that you were able to pop on because I know you say you don't know if you were going to be able to make it. Kev had a late appointment. Mike was on the way home in the car when he first logged on. So shout out to y'all commitment, man. I thought it was a great show. I thought we've actually been having a really, really good string of shows doing like other stuff. So we gonna take Monday off just because it's Labor Day. But we'll be back the following week with the Baby Boy show, unless something else crazy happened. For y'all's sake, I just don't open my inboxes. Because then I may see something and I may be like, oh my goodness, bro, I gotta do this. But Kev, go give us the close out, man, so we can get out of here.
Man, Mike, stop downplaying yourself, bro. You're a king, and your neck getting
Yeah,
slimmer.
Mike
Beard.
always be on that self-deprecating shit. He know I hate that.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why. But anyways, yeah, man, that was fun. And as you can see, Cam Newton was a clown, and that chick was talking in circles. But hey, I give her a pass. But yeah, all right, boys. All right, chat. I'll catch you guys later. I'll probably be on time.
All right, Kev. Wayne, appreciate you coming through, man, with the fire. What you got to close us out?
Nah, man, appreciate y'all boys. Kev, the young bull, he gave the woman a pass for talking in circles, but said Cam was a clown. You see what I'm saying? You see the conditioning. Yeah. But that's the young bull. That's my dude. You feel me? Shout out to Kev, Mike. Yo, congratulations on your new I would say endeavors. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations, bro. Take that all the way to the top, bro. Great accomplishment. Trev, you know, you always doing it big, bro. Everybody in the chat, holla at y'all. Y'all have a good night. Till next week, the hottest show on the planet. Y'all take it easy. Good night.
All right, Wayne. All right, Mike, go and take us home.
I don't know where all this love comes from, but it make a brother feel weird. I don't know how to accept nice things. Dr. Mia is telling me I need to do better at it. I'm trying. I think we spoke, but we had a whole lot of topics and they were all great. But I think we all need to remember one thing about this show. Mike was right. Mike was right from 2 shows ago. Mike was right then. Mike is right now. As long as you wake up and you finish any argument along the same lines as my brain, you might be right too. I have all applicants. I have Zay on the team. Bones is trying to join. Cardi's on the squad. My girl Keatot, you want to join too? And let's our silent partner sitting right over there, acting like he don't want to rock it. That hat look like it says straight talk. It really says straight talk, and Mike is right. It's underneath. Y'all can't see it. I'll see y'all next time. I'm gonna let y'all know Jody was not an F-boy. Holla at your boy.
All right. Shout out to everybody that came through tonight. Nice viewership, man. I appreciate that. I'm glad that you guys hit the like button. We will be back not next Monday, but the following Monday. We will be back the following Monday, September 7th, for the baby boy episode. So y'all tune in. Go. I'll have the show card up probably by tomorrow night. So you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Make sure and hit the notification. Get a notification for that show to let you know that it's going down. Join us tomorrow night at 6:30 for Tape Fist Politics. They will be talking about Kamala Harris at the DNC convention. Then Wednesday, Wrestling with Reality, we will be breaking down the AEW all-in card that happened yesterday. Thursday, I forgot to say this. Thursday, we will be having a face-off. We will be having a potential debate face-off with It Must Be Written, and he'll be having a face-off with Reginald Young. So that should be very, very exciting, man. So y'all make sure and tune into everything that we got going on the channel, man. Straight Talk Society. Let's keep doing it big. Let's keep spreading the word. Shout out to everybody. Wait, I try. Yeah. Yeah, right. Man, I appreciate everybody on the panel, man. Hot topics, man. Hot topics, hot points. That's what it is. We don't always have to agree with each other. But in this space, we do allow you to get your points out. So there you have it. I'm done. Thanks to everybody that came by. I will see you Wednesday night, tomorrow night for Tape Fist Politics. Hey, I'll leave you with these words. Always seek out the truth for yourself, because if not, you'll fall victim to other people's interpretations of them. Till tomorrow night, peace.
Why are you so aggressive, black man? I'm like, it's a no-win.
Always aggressive black man.
What's up, man?
Wayne.
Mike.
Oh, okay. Hey, man, cut the sexiness out, man. Ain't no women on the panel.
Hey,
Man, we on here talking all sexy.
He just goes off. He just went off on you like that just for no reason.
Yeah, man.